Hello, everybody. This is Mira Shade, also known as Mira Shades Gaming, back with another episode of New Amsterdam. And where we're going to open is we're going to open on a man who's standing outside of this apartment. And there's an old lady in the door, and he's like, "Listen, you gotta give me the money. Like, I can't just like, I can't give you another pass. You can try to give you another pass. It's not gonna fucking happen, right?" And the old lady's like, "I don't have a job. I can't pay for it anymore." And he's like, "Listen, I get it. I just don't give a fuck anymore. Like, you can't just keep doing this. I don't fucking care if you're old. I don't care if you're fucking young. I don't give a shit. You're living above your means, and that's what it fucking is." And it's like, I don't even own anything anymore. And he goes, "Well, you don't fucking own this apartment either. Now, because you're my mom, I'm going to help you move, but that's it." And then we are going to cut to the New Amsterdam title card. And we're going to zoom in.
Douchebag.
Super douche.
Nice.
Good guy.
I didn't see it coming. Good shit.
Yeah. So anyway, we zoom in on the club, right? And we go to the inside of the club, and everyone is beginning to gather. Now, there's two things that are happening here right now. The first thing is a circle of chairs is being set up in the main bar, as the main bar is currently closed. It'll be closed for approximately 6 hours, say. The other thing that's happening is everyone who's important is gathered down in the ready room. Everyone knows this is about to be a meeting, and it's going to be a meeting about the next big job, the next big thing the Dread Pirates are going to do. A pretty decent job from Narco for, what was it, cool $500,000? $750,000? What was it again?
600,000.
Cool $600K up front.
There was more
Eddie's
to be
transferred.
There was more later. I think the full price was going to be about $1 million.
So
that and whatever you guys took that wasn't what Narcos after you were free to sell.
Yes, which we will get to in a moment. So who, you all know that this is what this meeting is ostensibly about. Who is the first one to the meeting, and who is the last?
Lucky's probably the last. I'll just say that now.
Okay.
Oh, were you? Okay.
That makes
probably
sense.
setting it up.
Yeah, Scene, you're setting everything up. And actually, we're going to say that for the sake of it, Cash, would you be setting this up with Scene, since you two are kind of the major domos?
Yeah.
The head
fine.
honchos? Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yuck.
you guys are setting this up, and what are you doing to set up for this meeting? What does it look like? Because I know what it looked like when Lucky set up for a meeting. What does it look like when you guys set up for a meeting?
Fuck.
I mean,
don't
you have a
know.
bar, a kitchen, you have an entire room that you can set up for this with, like, what's the philosophy behind how you guys are setting this up, this meeting? Because I think that's important. Is there a philosophy? Are you guys just kind of setting it up, doing whatever?
We're probably just setting up chairs.
Right.
Sure.
Like, and then like halfway through, I'll be hungry, and then be like, "Do you think other people might be hungry?" I'm gonna go get snacks. I'll get some snacks, and she'll come back with like bags of chips.
I love
and like
that.
one of them is open, so she's got like she's got other bags, and then she'll throw them down on the table and just fucking eat, and be like, "I need a drink," and then maybe leave and come back with water.
There is a water dispenser in the ready room.
Oh,
there is like a
leave.
yeah.
I won't leave. I'll just throw the fucking bags of chips down on the front, like in the middle of the table, unopened.
Yeah.
Except for the one that I'm eating.
Yeah, I love that.
Where's my wife?
Your wife?
Yeah.
She didn't. You want her to be in the meeting?
I think she should be in the meeting. Yeah.
She'd actually probably be coming down right about now, right after you get these chips in the water. And she is going to be followed on the heels by two people. The first person is going to be Narco, and quickly in tow is going to be Brian. Your character's name one more time for me.
Meza.
Gotcha. So yeah, Narco, how do you enter with your new friend who will be surely an asset?
So yeah, Narco walks in with that kind of look where everything about Narco's appearance is always vain enough to make people think that it's all natural, but also put together enough that it's not sloppy. Everything's too well put together. Probably in a fucking blue outfit that's got like a lace sleeve up the arm with the fucking needle fingers. Shirtless other than that, a blue trench coat with long bottoms. And just like walks in with this person in tone is like, now I know what you're after, and let's just say you hit a 24-karat run of good luck, because if there's any psychopaths and freak looks in the room, sees there's people there. Freakishly good-looking ladies, am I right?
Ew. Did Trix hear any of this walking
I
down?
think Trix heard that, looked at you, rolled her eyes, and plopped down on a seat.
Oh my god. I'm gonna sit down beside her and just like open, like lean the chip bag towards her.
Oh, she'll totally take some of these cheese doodles out of that thing and fucking munch on them.
Narco says all that, and there's just a low growl from the corner.
Oh yes,
shit.
and we forgot about Valkyrie.
Yeah, just looks over towards Valkyrie, no change in his facial expression, and just goes, huh. That's the first time pussy's ever made that sound around me.
Jesus fucking Christ.
The look on
think
Steam's face is,
Trixie-
we need 600,000.
I mean, honestly, like Cash is just. I feel like you and I are like looking at
600,000.
Oh yeah. I think that Trixie probably looks at you, Narco, and goes, "Cute. You take that act everywhere?"
All the time. It's something of a show. It's for when, and like his fucking needle fingers extend out, and he's like, it's for when these aren't enough to get the party started.
And yes, same day as last session. And yeah, Trixie once again rolls her eyes, and I think that probably at this point we would have someone else enter. So who'd be the next person to enter the scene? And also, Nsa, how do you introduce yourself, or do you just like stand there?
I just like stand there like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah,
I
fair.
don't like that at all. I'm gonna fucking lick my fingers with the cheese doodle fucking dust, and then just be like, "Hi, I'm Cash. This is Trixie. That's Scene. Who are you?" I caught you while you were eating. I'm so sorry.
Why does everybody ask me a question when I have food in my mouth?
I'm sorry.
Just call us the waiters.
Yeah, exactly.
There's actually, sorry, not to interrupt, but just because Scene had to make a comment, and there's definitely, Narco's got to be the biggest dick in the room in more ways than one. Like, Scene says that, it's like, oh, darling, I don't let just mercenaries hang around me.
Just everyone else. As
No,
Omen
only
walks into the room.
Yeah, as Omen walks in, he goes, no, only those, and again, the fucking one needle finger against the chin thing. It's like, only those who are, oh, so much fun. We should play again.
Oh my god. I'm gonna immediately text my wife with my internal fucking agent and be like, this fucking cat.
Yeah.
I don't even care if she responds or not. I'm
And
just like,
Trixie is going to look and go, I'm sorry he interrupted you. What was your name?
Oh, that's okay. They call me Meza.
Meza.
It's nice to meet you.
Yeah, and she'll kind of nod, and like you notice Cash and Trixie are the perfect little pair, like they have the same vibe and everything, and it's obviously a low energy, high energy situation. You know what I mean?
I just had a really fucked up thing. Sorry.
Oh God.
You finish your thing, and then
Yeah.
then this will go.
Yeah, she looks at Cash and Trixie like, you're a couple.
Yeah.
Couple of what?
Respect. You're a couple. You know, going together, maybe married. I don't know.
Sorry, you'll have to forgive my wife. She's and then just like pats Cash on the head.
So that's super condescending. That's not fair. I'm taking my fucking cheese doodles. And I'm gonna leave.
Yeah, you're married.
Couple newlyweds, and I wasn't invited to the party. Here, have this. And his fucking marquee flashes, and both Trixie and Cash get 1,000 eddies each. And
Yeah.
he's like,
oh, absolutely.
Fuck it. It's just fuck it. I had this on the side.
I will take your fucking 1,000 eddies.
Power plays.
Yeah.
That really is. Like, you're just gonna, thank you?
Yeah. And probably about this point, our next person comes into the room, and who would that be, you think?
It's gonna be one of you guys.
I think it'll be
somebody.
If it needs to be, it'll be Serum.
I was gonna say, is it gonna be Cachette who's just gonna be like, "Hello, other me. Hello, other me."
Yeah.
Notice Omen and Scene don't
You know what? Actually, Cachette and Serum might be good because they seem to be hanging out. You know what? Cachette, Serum, and Felix. It totally makes sense.
Yeah.
How does that sound?
Yeah, Cachette's like probably Serum broke something. He's like fucking got the fingers extended into like their individual, like each finger into 3 littler fingers, trying to put this fucking thing back together.
Yeah, and he's like, I swear, I literally have no idea how that happened. Like, what is this thing made out of? Glass? And like, fucking, you get a chuckle from Felix.
No one has a fucking care for anything artistic around here.
And he's like, artistic?
Everything I make is artisanal.
Yeah, and he's like, okay, my bad. Like, sort of thing as you guys walk in, and then he just brushes past Narco and just gives him like a head nod of like a sup.
And he does the fucking creepy, like, individual finger at a time wave.
Yeah.
Ew, I hate it. I love it, but I fucking hate it.
At which Serum just kind of shrugs and sits down. Felix is going to walk in and go, ooh, you're tall, dark, and scary.
Aw, aren't you just the cutest thing? He goes for the fucking chin thing with Felix, too.
Yeah, and Felix kind of steps back and goes, yeah, I'm spoken for. Not that it's a close relationship, but not with you.
You ain't welcome.
That's just what's when he kind of glances his eyes towards home. He's like, I can do better anyway.
And Felix kind of gets a smirk and sits down right next to fucking Serum and Cachette.
Can they sit? Can you guys sit by us? I want to share
yeah.
my cheese doodles with you. Like,
absolutely.
Cachette's gonna fucking like reach a hand in, and each tiny individual finger picks up a cheese doodle each. So he's got like 15 of them.
Oh my god, I love this. And
all just like in a line looking at Narco, like,
fucking this dude's weird. No, and I think Felix, for his part, probably grabs an entirely new bags of chips and just goes, mine, and then just like fucking and then I think that all right, who's on deck? Is it Payne Dexter or is it the kid? All right.
Payne Dexter wanders in and grabs the Long Island iced tea that Pierre puts out there every time he comes in from outside.
Of course, because Pierre fucking knows.
And who's furthest away from the center of this group? Because he's going to walk up behind him and go, what the fuck's going on?
That would be Scene.
Yeah.
Staying far away from that weird cluster.
Yeah. That weird clusterfuck. What are you, children? No, we're edge runners. Oh god, it's worse.
It's worse.
About the time he says, "Is it children?" and I walk in.
Yeah, right.
Literal child.
Fuck. Yeah. I love that. And finally, I think. Oh no, Violet. Violet is probably very early in there. He probably is like he's right on time. He's trying to actually bust his ass, but he also doesn't make a splash. He probably walks in, eyes Narco, immediately flicks him the deets over Agent. Which
he just accepts it, and there's just this look where it's like, oh, thank God, the help is here.
Yeah.
Shit.
Everything about Narco is I am king fuck of shit mountain right now.
I don't like this at all. Do we really need to do this?
Yes, because it pays a lot of money. And finally, we get Marcine. Marcine, how you go in?
Did Trinix come in already?
Yes, Trinix came in right after Paint Dexter.
Okay, sorry.
No, you're good.
Lucky's trying to keep it pretty nondescript. She'll take a seat on a nondescript part of the room.
How visible is it that Marcine's seen better days?
So I've been thinking about this since the beginning, and since you decided to ask, she's cleaned up. She is wearing, as much as she hates it, the old lady in black attire. And she's got a pair of gloves on to disguise the fact that she has a new prosthetic, along with makeup and all of the other things that she normally doesn't do. Because
that's valid.
Narco needs to keep his nose out of our fucking business.
Yep.
Yeah, Marcine was just like, finally, someone here who I can actually talk with.
I'm gonna send you a text, Marcine, and be like, you look fucking amazing, absolute fire, and a bunch of fire emojis. But I'm not like gonna look at you or anything. Like, you get that message like there's someone out of the room that sent it to you.
She may or may not chuckle at that.
That's fine. You can do whatever you'd like. I just want you to know you look fucking amazing.
She does get a message of some sort and chuckles.
He doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah. One more thing to note. All of you do kind of notice there used to be the sort of thing where everyone kind of has their assigned seats, and those have changed up a little bit. But you notice that Scav's seat is right by Lucky. Well, that's certainly empty. He is not here, but
it ain't empty.
That actually might be.
Is that where?
Omen has plopped himself right down next to the lady in black.
Of course.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
So what's your character's name again, Brian?
No Scav.
What's that?
What was your character's name again, Brian?
Meza.
Meza, darling, this is your new little ragtag band of misfits and miscreants. Why don't you go and make yourself comfy?
So what does Meza look like?
Yes.
5'10", average build. Massive dreads. And she's sort of on the lighter side of like African skin color, but with some Oriental features to her face.
Okay.
Love her. I fucking
And
love
she
her.
walks just slightly weird, almost like it's
strange.
Yeah, like she's finding it hard to walk without it being like
kind of like your steps are heavy, like you step heavy because you're not used to
gait.
Heavier. Yeah.
She probably picks up her feet too much and almost skips because she's probably used to lighter gravity.
Yes.
Okay.
Or no gravity at all.
Oh yeah, then definitely it'd be more like when you see people walk on the moon, they kind of skip.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or my dreams.
I feel like I so badly want to just ask questions. And Cash is probably on the spectrum and is gonna ask questions because Amy's probably on the
You got
spectrum.
games on that?
On the
You
spectrum,
got
eh?
games.
Yeah,
You got games on those gorilla arms.
yeah,
Yeah.
you got games on that. So as you walk by, I think Cash will be like, "So, where are you from? Because we haven't seen you around here. What are you dressed as, by the way?"
She is actually dressed in
Ronald Reagan.
not dressed
The
in-
actor?
There we go.
She is in almost like a work jumpsuit. A lot of Velcro, a lot of loops, a lot of pockets.
Yeah, no,
Oh, hell yeah.
you look incredible. I'm a little jealous.
yeah.
I need an outfit like
Work
that.
boots. But everything looks like it's airtight sealed.
Okay, yeah. I wonder how much of this. Cash probably wouldn't know shit about this. So she's just gonna be like, where are you from? We haven't seen you around New Amsterdam. We meet up with a lot of people. I haven't seen you before.
I've only been here about a day.
Where'd
I
you
come from Point Zulu.
Do I know where that is?
Make me a what role would that be to know where that is?
You could do it under education, general knowledge.
Yeah, let's do a general knowledge education roll.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, no, a 20 is great.
Okay.
You know that Zulu Point or Point Zulu, it's kind of interchangeable, is a space station that, well, essentially it used to be owned by a corporation. However, that corporation, let me actually get you the name of that corporation. I have it written down, but I haven't given you guys the handouts yet.
Is it Zenith Diagnostics?
It is not Zenith Diagnostics. Let's see. So it would be H&H, which is Hermes and Hephaestus space program. And it used to be just one of their... Say what?
Sorry, I was rolling as well.
Oh, yeah. You would also know that. The last thing is going to be something that you're not going to know, though. The last thing, that's going to be what Amy knows, what Cash knows, is that this used to be owned by H&H and then was violently overthrown by the mostly Central African immigrants who were basically told, all right, cool, well, we saved you from the nuke fire and you're in space and yeah, you paid your way, but also you're a lot of like deckhands and stuff, so get to work for shit wages. And they went, fuck that, held a violent insurrection, like a Haitian level insurrection. Like we're talking beheadings on deck. And then basically claimed it as their own point. And yeah, no one's been able to contest them since. So they just have an independent station.
I love that. Okay. Now I'm fucking stoked because that's fucking great.
So
and,
yeah.
Like Cash only cares about money insofar as she cares about what comes with the money. She doesn't care about money itself. Like she's not a capitalist. She doesn't give a fuck about that. She's more like, let's get some healthcare. So I'll be like, oh, holy shit, that's incredible. How is it up there? Is it nice? I mean, I've never been. I'd love to go sometime. I don't know if we'd be welcome, but I'd love to go sometime.
Really now? Well, that might be able to be arranged.
Really? Man, that'd be cool. Why did you end up down here, though?
Well, I'm looking for something. And this, I want to say nice gentleman, but...
He's different. Like, right, I just met him and I'm already super weirded out.
You don't want to spit lies out of your pretty little face. I get it. Everyone knows that that's not how New Amsterdam works. Well, you're still getting used to it, I guess. It's like a smell. You just gotta get used to it.
I will never get used to the smell of this place.
It's fair. It's
Me
really
neither.
actually.
That's fair.
And yeah, to describe it for our listeners who probably haven't ascertained what this town smells like, it smells like rain and filth. It smells like wet garbage. It smells like human relief.
Seattle.
Yeah, it smells like Seattle, but far worse than Seattle could smell. It smells like if Seattle was an industrial plant. It's terrible.
New
Smells
York
like
City
Jersey.
Harbor on a very hot day in the summer.
New Jersey.
Yeah, New Jersey, I'm telling you, all these places that we're calling stinky, they pale in comparison to New Amsterdam. This place is a hellhole. But yeah.
At this point, Lucky would probably send a little message to Scene saying, you're probably not going to get any more useful at this point. You might want to start the meeting.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Scene pulls out their agent and looks at it.
Physical agents.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot Meza my deets because I want to talk more. Like that, I'm so interested. I'm so interested. And like, if the meeting doesn't start soon, I'm gonna ask more questions.
Yeah.
And on that cue, as like you send that, it's like, all right, let's begin the meeting.
Well,
Finally.
let's talk after. Let's talk after. This is great. I'm so excited. This is cool. Like
Trixie probably nudges you. Like, just like, hey, come on. Like, we gotta pay attention.
I don't want to. Okay, fine. Whatever.
Unless you don't want all these eddies. Just sitting here, not doing anything. Just plugging up my bank account. They could use a few more friends than yours.
You know, I so badly do want the eddies, but when you frame it like that, I just want to shower instead. But okay, we'll just do this.
Picky.
Meanwhile, Poindexter's slowly moving through the crowd till he's like right behind Marcine.
Yeah.
And just
You
leans
can't
in.
get behind Marcine, I'm sorry.
And shoots her.
Yeah.
He's in a chair on the edge of the room.
Yeah.
Well, next to Marcine.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she hasn't actually had a conversation with him. He's only going to say one thing.
Nobody has. Literally the only people in this room that have, in the past 3 days she's been awake, have been Felix, Scene, and
Cash. Well, I'll get close to next to her and lean down because she's in a chair. I didn't mean to do a mutiny.
So, because she is trying to keep up appearances, she does have her sunglasses on. She is just going to look up over the sunglasses and go, "We'll talk soon."
Okay.
And you get a marquee. You get a message going, "You are fine. We probably need to have a discussion with everyone after Ekern." I keep wanting to call him Ekern.
Yeah.
Cachette.
No. Narco.
Oh, Narco.
I keep wanting to call him Ekern for whatever reason.
Because that's like narco backwards.
No, I think Ekern was at one point another one of Rowan's characters.
Before Cachette became Cachette, Cachette was called Ekern. It was going to be just a weirdo who loved drones.
So there's that.
But Okarn backwards is narco, by the way.
True, but Ekern is also Dutch for acorn.
Yes.
And narco is narcotics.
Dutch for narcotics. There you go.
I don't know if it's Dutch, but I do know that it's narcotics.
It's narcotics. Yeah.
So, yeah, no.
Joke's on you guys. He's been a badge the whole time.
She sends you that message.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And yeah, Narco, the stage is yours.
Now that we've got all of that out of the way, it's good to see all of you ragamuffins and stud muffins in one place. Thank you all for taking my money and deciding you're going to help me out on the thrill and chill of a lifetime. We're going to fuck over Twilight.
Yes,
and
Cash.
it's going to be fun.
The money has been taken already. It was taken by Sam.
It's like you read my mind. Because I was just like...
Yeah, you took the 600,000 up front.
Not to worry. The money is in Lucky's account, which Lucky still has access to. Otherwise,
Lucky
I
Mouse.
understand.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Cool. You will probably still get a message where you're like, "Where's the fucking money?"
it pretty fast. It'll be. Yep, I have it still.
Okay, cool.
That being said, I have a job that needs to be done before you guys get the other half, plus whatever you want to sell the tat that you find in there for. There's a mega building that Twilight runs. You're going to go in there. You're going to find me a specific group of chemicals that I need, and you're going to bring them back to me. Twilight's going to be fucked over, Skittles is going to cream their little shorts, and I'm going to be laughing all the way to the bank.
Yeah, we need what floor? There's so much more. Like, do you
That's
have any?
exactly what I was going to get to, my dear darling. Now I need to pull up. Did you send me all the exact deets?
I sent you the exact deets that Narco would know.
Yeah. Let me. Ba 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 ba.
Ba 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 ba. Yay!
I guess.
Okay. I have all of the stuff on the security, but I don't know like what floor it's on exactly.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
I'll send that to you real quick.
Yeah. We've got a 40-story tall building, basement, sub-basement, utilities inside, 3-point key card system. I'd start taking notes if I were all of you, just by the way, I'm not going to say this more than once. There's a head of maintenance, security, and logistics in the building. Atmospheric system is in place with its own ventilation, inside and out. They have an inside dweller for all of you net kitties out there. There's a 3-story factory inside. One of your best ways to get in, though, is probably a place called the Yellow Raincoat. It's fucking Twilight. Of course, they're going to be running a club from inside for their own little corpo pals. If you could get in there, no one's going to suspect that civvies are running around. Might give you a way to try and find those key cards you need so desperately. Housing for the place is there. One of the most important things you might want to keep an eye out for, other than the fact that there's AV and SATCOM on the roof, is they've got Panopticon doing a work exchange for them. I wouldn't go in the basement if I were you. There's some shit in there that even I don't touch. And believe me, there's not a lot I don't touch.
So, real quick, out of character, can you please send us the information because I couldn't write that fast?
Yeah, I can send all of that. And I can also elaborate. I realize I did not send you quite enough information. It has been a week since we have talked. My bad. So
what you're looking for, though, is on floor 27. That's where they have all of their chems stashed. I'm going to send you the exact deets of the canister I need you to get. Don't let it break. Don't open it. And if you don't bring it to me, don't think I don't have enough money to put something worse than the operator on your tail.
Excuse me. You said the magic word. What do you know about the operator?
Only that, well, you guys had a Vegas run of bad luck with some bad customer here. Beyond that, I know what everyone else in the town knows, but believe me, I know more than most people. I make it my business to know things. And you can ask your little boy toy over there, casting his fucking creepy hand over towards Omen. I'm very, very good at my work.
With your hands, yes.
Flexing the fingers, and you see they even get longer for a second before retracting.
Now, so I can clarify a couple things.
Yeah.
What we've got is, so the 3-point keycard system, essentially, The 3 key cards are going to be on head of maintenance, head of security, and head of logistics. And then there is a atmospheric system in place for what Narco is looking for you to get. It's like a sealed room, essentially, that has like an atmospheric condenser in it, essentially. And to get into that room, that's the 3-point key card system. So just for clarity's sake, just so you guys know.
So we need one of those 3 cards or all 3 of them?
All 3. It is a
or
simultaneous.
You could try to hack your way in, but doing that would alert the Dweller.
True.
That's why we murdered the Dweller. I got this. It's fine.
Yeah, you do the
in the basement.
Or the sub.
You're not sure.
Yeah,
you're not sure where the Dweller is.
Down where Narco said it would be a bad idea to go.
So
there's that.
But Narco also would say that one of the easiest ways in is a ventilation system that leads down into the basement.
Yeah.
It's street level access, right?
Yes, there is one street level access, and that access goes into the sub basement, or goes into the basement in the ventilation system, which then leads to anywhere in the building where there is ventilation.
But that is also still a I wouldn't if I were you kind of deal. Like anytime he mentions anything about the basement, also brings up something called Project King, and is something where he's like, I wouldn't if I were you.
Project King, huh?
You can't just throw that in our faces and then clam up.
Listen, honey, I can do whatever I want. This is my job, after all.
If you want a successful job, you need to give us all the information, not just partial bits.
I am giving you all the information that I have. I'd be dead if I went looking for things that I wasn't supposed to. The fun part about being a company man is knowing how far you can push the buttons and get away with shit. Project King is something where if I even got found out that I told you its name, everyone in this room would probably be dead by the end of the week.
Maybe.
That's already going to happen for me, but hey, let's have some fun.
Oh boy, it seems I'm coming in with the family having a little bit of fun on the side.
Wait, what about the... Hold up.
Yeah, Cachette just looks over like, huh?
Meeting paused for a moment. Explain, Trinix.
Juicy.
So...
Guys, why are we doing this in front of Narco? Don't do this in front of Narco. Stop doing this.
Narco just goes juicy.
I don't like this guy's vibe, and I feel like any like personal shit.
Shooting Cena look.
Cena will pause. And, good point. Good point.
Everyone's got their dirty little secrets in this town. Usually I'm one of them.
I have a question. What is Yellow Raincoat?
The Yellow Raincoat is the in-house club that is in the mega building.
Okay.
Yes, it is fronted street side.
It is a club for corpos that work for Twilight to go so they aren't around ruffians.
Oh, okay.
You know, they're not around plebes.
Anyone can go to the Yellow Raincoat, but the bouncers might have a different philosophy.
Okay. I got you. Neat. Okay, super duper. I have a thought. You hear me out. I might have a way to like get into the system to just like mess around with some stuff and also fry the Dweller's brain just for shits and gigs, no big thing. Also this Yellow Raincoat sounds like a really fun idea, and I'm gonna look at Trix and be like, do you want to go dancing? We should go dancing. That
Trixie is looking at you like, there are some days I wonder why. Never mind.
It's just best not to wonder. It's fine. So we just need to like get in, right? So let's go dancing, and then in the process we fry the Dweller, and then we can hack into whatever we need to hack into. We've got enough people here where we could hit the maintenance, security, and the logistics heads, right? Like, and get their card system.
Just because you got rid of the Dweller doesn't mean that there's not going to be ice in the place. The more important thing is if you want to get into the Yellow Raincoat, you're going to need, well, You're going to need cards that say you work for Twilight.
Actually, as you say, if you're gonna need to get into Yellow Rain Car, Omen just stands up. Me, of course. You're going to need me.
I mean, I am absolutely willing to sit on your arm and walk into this place and be your escort. And I'm gonna look at my fucking wife and be like, "Would you like to also do this?"
Trixie kind of shrugs.
Don't worry about physical security, though. I've got that taken care of. I'll be making sure that as few members of Twilight Security Corps are there as possible.
Yeah, is
Omen
head
just
of
sits down
security going
quietly.
to stick around if there's a cyber psycho attack somewhere else in the city out of character?
Yes, because he's head of building security.
Well, yes, but building security sounds like it's going to be leaving.
Right.
Well, he's going to be sending grunts out, but he's not going to send all of them out. And he's also probably one of those fucking high-up corpos that's like,
Frank, I need to go handle that situation.
Yeah,
I'm going to keep the office locked down.
Absolutely. And to give you a kind of idea of each of these people, so you've got head of maintenance, who you basically know nothing about. His entire job all day is to wrangle Panopticon. We'll lovingly call them lobotomites.
Servitors.
Into cleaning and doing the various maintenance things in the building. You've got head of, and nobody really knows much about him because there's not really a reason to know much about him. As far as most common whatever goes. Head of security, total prick, not exactly competent, but you are fairly certain if he decides to, rally troops out, he's going to keep enough to defend the building, and his own ass is going to stay in his chair because he doesn't want to deal with it. And then the head of logistics is the head of the research team in the building who do the R&D work.
So he probably won't be too far from the chem lab.
Yeah, potentially, yeah.
If not in the chem lab.
There's still like 40 floors.
True.
That's way too much ground to cover and hope we find everybody in time. Realizing that Scene has not an internal agent, and it would be more noticeable, she's going to send a message to Cash and say, "Can you find blueprints?"
You're gonna get a message back that says, "Give me a second," and I'm who do I want to fuck with? Do I want to fuck with Jezebel? I so badly want to call her Jez, but I know that sounds like jizz, so I'm not gonna do it. But every day I'm just like,
I want to mess with Jizz.
I want to fuck with Jizz.
No.
Hell yeah, girlfriend.
I hate it. No, I hate that it's in my head. I can't get it out of my head. Yeah, I think I'm going to. I feel like that's a cop out, and I have people. Maybe I can get my people. I'm gonna fucking hit up Switch. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking shoot a message over to Switch and be like, "Yo, you got any? I don't know. Can you get this? Can you get this thing? I need blueprints. For this building."
And she'll send you a message, and she'll be like, "On it, 5 minutes."
Well, yeah. So I'll just wait patiently for that. I'm not gonna respond back to Marcine until I have answers.
Yeah.
So.
Actually, probably like as you're doing that, seems like. And do you happen to have a blueprint map of this building so we can find our way around?
Which you do not, Narco.
Not on me. And I'm trying to keep as few things connecting me back to this as possible. I'm sure you understand.
Of course. The money is paying after all.
Oh, trust me, this is about more than money.
Well, no.
What is it about?
You're paying us as in like you're paying us so you don't have to get your fingers in there.
Yeah. What is this about? No.
If I told you, you wouldn't believe me.
Try me. Honestly, I've seen crazier shit recently.
You know, maybe this will get your down and dirty spirits a little bit more inclined to listen to me. Twilight's got their own formula for cyclopine in-house. I want it.
For what purpose? Are you here to cleanse the masses of cyberpsychosis, or are you trying to do something different?
I was going to give it out freely, but if you're going to be a bitch about it, I could keep it for myself.
I don't have a response to that.
Damn.
I was a runner
It's good.
before I was a corpo. And listen, I'm the kind of person who's good enough at fishing to know when I have a trout on the line and when I have a carp. And baby, I've got a 20-pound catfish.
Was Narco a part of the job? I think Narco was a part of.
Yes, but nobody knew. Well, actually, yes, you did know that, didn't you, Lucky?
I did.
Yes. You didn't know the exact extent of the involvement, but you did know the involvement. That's right.
Right. I could name drop if I wanted to, but
Yeah.
I choose not to at this moment because Narco is behaving reasonably well.
Yeah.
Narco's only clapping back at people who need to be clapped back at.
Yes.
It's fair. It's really fair. I mean, I guess Cash just has an assumption of Narco because Narco's slimy as fuck. Like that's all
he
she's
is.
experienced.
You're not
So
wrong.
it's like,
as someone who
Cash
played
is
with
gonna be
Narco
alive.
once, Narco's
Narco's
bad.
slimy as fuck.
Yeah.
But
Narco bad.
But
Narco just was like,
you know who hired him for that job, though, right?
Tell us.
Belladontra.
Of course she did.
From Club Fun.
Fuck yeah, she did.
Yes, she did because she hired 2 other people off the street the exact same way.
Yeah. Good old Club Fuck.
Yeah,
it is in
They
fact
put
a-
all out in their bar, basically saying, "Hey, if you want a job, you have 5 seconds to get to the backstage."
Yeah.
And so Narco went along poking people in the neck with enough shit that they went wild and cleared him a path.
And then my guy got there and basically was said, "Oh, you don't look like a edge runner. Prove to me that you can do this." And I said, looked at the 2 people behind me and said, "Okay, which one you want me to kill?" You pick. So I killed them both.
I forgot about that.
Oh shit.
And Ian was just sitting in a chair quietly.
Yep.
Yeah.
On his phone.
And Narco was, as always, low-key horny.
Oh my god. Welcome
I'm
to my
sorry,
life.
low-key?
Yeah, there's no
low-key. Narco's horny on Maine.
L-O-K-I.
Oh, okay, there we go. That's better.
Chaos God incarnate. But yeah, he's like, listen, I know when I'm a good enough fisher to know when I have a trout, when I have a carp, and darling, I've got a 20-pound catfish here, and it's going to help the edge running community more than anything will.
You know.
It's not the size, it's how you use it.
It's true.
That would do more with the fishing rod than the fish.
You know, if you need a way to we should, I don't know if we should talk. I don't know if we should talk. I don't think we should talk.
I like playing Narco. I always get at least one line where everyone goes, "God damn."
Oh, girl, you got me. You fucking got me. Like, she's being a bitch. You're right. Fuck. Fuck. Did Switch get back to me on the fucking blueprints yet?
Yeah, Switch is gonna get back to you on the blueprints, and this is where I get to do something fun.
Sneaky GM rolls behind our backs.
Definitely. So she gets you back the blueprints, and what I'm doing right now is I'm moving my GM notes so I can actually stream to you exclusively at the moment, Cash. Just for a moment.
Oh, okay.
So I can get to you what these blueprints roughly look like. I need to put that over there, and this over here as well. And then I don't think I have any other notes on here. No, I don't.
There's a projector if you need to use it, Cash. Wink, wink.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I might. Why did I say BRB? That wasn't me.
Ha. That was someone else who has access to your character sheet.
Oh, okay.
And they accidentally were on their on your character sheet, I think. Okay, so Gunnar, you are also, if you want, able to stream this because your stream. Everyone else, you'll be able to see it, but
until Cash shares it.
Until Cash shares it. Let me share my screen. Kim Depp Heist. Go live. Okay. So what we're looking at, right? Let me go page up here. What we're looking at is this is your general footprint for the first floor, right? You've got the yellow raincoat right here. Here is the main lobby. There's a garage.
I don't see where your mouse is.
Am I not streaming my mouse? That's the question. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Go live.
Well, maybe if you hadn't hired that really good exterminator.
Yeah, right? Yeah, it's not letting me... okay, so E. Okay, you can see at least the general layout, right?
Yes.
Okay, so E is the yellow raincoat, right? That is the nightclub that is fronted on this building. L is the main lobby. G is the garage, and then F is the factory's first floor, right?
Okay. Before you go any further, I wanna stop you so that I can relay this information as we go. So as soon as the information comes to me, I am going to just grab a plug-in and just
you're gonna plug it into the
my
thing.
head.
Okay,
yeah,
perfect.
So everyone will now have access to this and be like,
okay,
boom.
Yes.
So here's a map.
Excellent. So you also know. So now that everyone's seeing that, just to remind you, E is the nightclub, L is the lobby, G is the garage, and F is the first floor of the factory.
Okay.
Moving up. Come on now. Moving up, on the second floor, you have the second floor of the factory is F2. The blue O and the orange O are both offices. ST is storage. SC is a big security hub. And then M is for the security manager, right? That's his office. It's fucking huge.
Yeah.
Floor 3 is R&D primarily. You've got your third floor of the factory, right? That's as tall as the factory goes. The ST is storage, again, right below the factory. H is employee housing. Of course, you've got R&D down there to the south. And then you have another security room that is specified to provide security for R&D right next to it. There's a bunch of other floors that are mostly irrelevant. They are employee housing, commercial use for employee housing, etc., etc. But you finally get to floor 27. Now, floor 27 is essentially, you see that SH and SCH is security housing and scientist housing, or other way around. SH is scientist housing, SCH is security housing, respectively. SC is another security room that is outlining G, your goal. That is the room that this is supposedly in. The IT is to the north, that is C/IT, and the dweller is in the corner. The other thing is they do have a room that is designated for security pods. You are not sure what security pods is, but actually, I think actually Violet would say, looks like whatever they've got above the security pods are dangerous. And of course, security pods itself, well, that's dangerous as well. Typically, they're going to be hiring, some variety of super soldier to be hiding in those. You said you have a pretty good distraction that you've got going?
Oh, believe me, it'll be the thrill of the show.
Well, then if I had to guess, then at least 50% of the security pods are going to be empty. Good, because this area looks like it'd be rated for up to 12 pods. That's a lot of people.
How do you know 50% is going to be empty?
Oh, some sort of big whistle blow going on? I'm saying approximately. I don't know the exact number, but I would be willing to wager at least half of these guys are going to be sent out to deal with whatever, assuming that it is the big ticket item that we've been told it is.
Maybe.
Meanwhile, there is also the basement. So the basement has a big parking garage up north that's sort of off-gray color that's right above M, E, and P. And the basement itself, it is very much self-contained areas. You've got M is the main maintenance room. E is your transportation corridor. There is one set of 3 elevators that go all the way up the building. The rest of them are disparate elevators, but there's one set of 3 that consistently go from sub-basement all the way to top floor. Single bank. It is a designated emergency elevator, and then 2 non-emergency elevators, and a ventilation shaft that goes right alongside it as well. So M is your maintenance, E is your transportation corridor, P is your power, W is your water, V is ventilation, and T is trash. And then for the sub-basement, it's about the same footprint as the basement, but you don't have any detail. As far as it says, that sub-basement is one big gray block of unzoned.
Okay, well, after I relay all of that information, I will also shoot a message to Switch and be like, girl, thank you. That was so helpful.
You gonna pay her 500 credits?
Maybe.
500 of your... Yeah, you just got paid 1,000 out of someone just being like, here's my flex.
I am about to send you guys snips of each of these floors, because if I sent you the actual JPEG, it would take forever. So I'm going to stop my stream here, and then you guys will get snips basement to floor 27.
Okay, cool.
Let's see here. So yeah, you have that information.
Okay. It's like that's a lot of information to take in. Okay. At this point, Cash is gonna look over at Lucky and be like, how valuable is this job really? Like, is it worth it to you to do?
Whether we like it or not, the money's already changed hands.
That doesn't mean anything. The money can change back. I'm just confirming that this is something you want to do.
Are you asking with Narco in the room?
He was really like, bitch, really?
Yeah. I mean, I don't give a fuck. You've already called me a bitch once. Like, well, I can't take that shit back now.
You could be doing this to your agents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It all depends.
Yeah, I'll do it to the agent. Mm-hmm. So maybe as I'm explaining the floors, you'll get the message, because I'm a multitasking motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's like, yo.
She'll send one back, basically saying, the money's already changed hands, and Narco is not the kind of person to accept backing out kindly when he says he could sick something worse than the operator on us. I'm fairly certain he's not lying.
Okay, you're gonna get a follow-up message that says, we have a bunch of unfinished basement and a lot of concrete. Like, this is not a big deal.
I'm sure his employers know exactly where he is right now.
Okay, that's fair.
Yes, Lilu. Great suggestion.
I agree.
Being really fucking...
Very needy.
Yeah, she'll get my lap, meow at me, and then hop down, and then come back and get my lap.
She's like...
Needy kitty.
Lay down. Oh, she wants food is probably what she wants.
Yeah.
I was going to say,
meanwhile, mine is
Zappa here is speaking, so...
sleepy.
Aww.
So, what are our goals?
Mobius strip shirt.
So, aww.
We know our each individual, like, skill set. Like I can do the networking, and I can burn someone out.
We can break this up into like 3 not so easy steps.
Okay.
Step 1, access to the building.
Mm-hmm.
Step 2, keycard access.
Mm-hmm.
Step 3, grabbing R&D and exfilling.
I have some suggestions.
Mm-hmm.
Some gestions. I want to hear your gestions, Daniel. Let's do it.
Yeah. Well, Narco's already going to provide a way to get rid of some of the security. That's not going to be enough. I say, Cash, I have faith that you can create key cards from their own system for us to use.
Maybe. But I feel like you need a plan B just in case. Like, I'm down to be your fucking Deus Ex Machina, but I can't guarantee I could be your Deus Ex Machina.
Smiles and goes, I have the most faith in you.
Oh,
So step 2. Omen. Yes. So excited to be finally noticed. We put you in to play that night. That'll get us an in. And then, well, I do have
there's
a
just
bunch
one small problem with that. Omen has gone on national television as declaring himself a member of the Dread Pirates.
Doesn't mean he can't play.
Ooh, it means it'll have to be a cell at the very least.
Yeah.
The Dread Pirates could come out and say, the fuck he is.
Oh, no.
I mean...
all we have to do is just shoot him. What?
Oh, shit.
I'm liking this plan so far.
I don't know what your plan is to distract half of the guards, but I'm assuming it involves some kind of violent activity. We just have Omen get caught in the crossfire. No, hold on.
No, well, okay.
I love Daniel just talking to himself about murdering himself.
Yeah.
I love it so much.
Is it really that smart of an idea to shoot at our own people?
Zine, do you have an AV?
All of this talk of shooting...
No.
All of this talk of blue on blue has Lucky really
27th floor is easier to access, a shorter route from the roof than from the first floor.
The problem there is it'd be very obvious that someone has landed on the roof.
Hey,
nobody said anything about landing.
Mira, does this place have backup
an AV
generators?
Landing. If you fly across up top,
all of the
low
generation
enough,
is
you can
going
just
to
jump
be
off.
Yeah, true.
Well,
to answer, by the way, the question real quick, all of the generators are located in the generator room. There are no main backups. It's mega building. It was built as cheaply as they could possibly do it, essentially.
So
we're gonna pause for just one moment. I'll be right back.
What you're saying is, we knock out the generators. There is no backup power.
Correct.
Okay. Now those security pods. How do they work?
So, probably not favorably to what you were thinking. The security pods, once power drops, they emergency pop, essentially. That way nobody goes through biostarvation. The pods?
Yeah.
They're meant to keep security forces that are back. Imagine if basically they had their own set of werewolves, right? Maybe not as heavily armored or quite as borged out, but basically on payroll cyber psychos. This is to keep them at bay, and then they get released with behavioral chips if shit gets real bad.
So
it's what Valkyrie is.
First, you'd have to knock out the Dweller. Second, you'd have to fry everyone in the pods, and then third, you would need to shut off the lights.
Okay.
Well,
is the pattern that would have to be correct?
If you wanted to do that specific action, yes, that would be about the right amount.
You were saying,
yeah. So we go in blatantly. We say Tartarus needs money. Omen's a great source of money. We offer him up as a way to play a show. We have some of us go in with him while he plays the show. Something happens. He gets caught in the crossfire. Maybe a couple of us get caught in the crossfire. I'll take the hit if I have to. While that happens, we have a crew going up on the elevators. I've got a bunch of C4 laying around. We dump sub up on another floor, activate that to trigger the rest of the security pods. Cash takes care of the what's that yellow thing called again? I can't remember all of a sudden.
Yellow thing?
The
the yellow raincoat. Oh wait.
No. The weird thing.
The dweller?
Dweller, thank you.
The dweller's a person.
Yes.
Yeah, I could fry the dweller.
Yeah.
It
Cash
shouldn't be
takes
hard.
out the dweller remotely. And while security is distracted, the extraction team goes in, clears out the security office, maybe dressed in something that looks like another gang. We can frame someone. I don't care who it is.
But aren't we concerned that the building will go into a total lockdown? Like
another reason for a rooftop second exit.
You know what? Why not both, though? Why not both? Why not come in through the yellow raincoat?
We could just steal the room if we wanted.
What's on the rooftop?
Oh, yes. So seeing how you can kind of see those AV, that's 4 AV pads. There is the elevator bank. There is a SATCOM, and then there's a security room.
And what are the chances that the SATCOM would connect to their internal communications as well if we have someone put something on there?
Well, if you kill SATCOM, you're probably going to kill the rest of their comms to the outside of the building. Unless it's, direct connections like through the dweller, for instance.
Right.
Well, are any of you trained for an aerial drop?
I mean, listen.
Looks to space person.
Right. Because landing an AV on that thing is going to be the most obvious and blatant thing we can do. She agrees.
That's why you fly by.
Aircraft defense, do they?
No, they don't have anti-air.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, that's what the flyby was. Can anyone drop?
Yeah.
And if they send out the pods and other security, would they be using the main elevators?
It's the fastest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the works for the main elevators would be at the roof, wouldn't they?
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. There's probably some backup works in the some backup systems in the transit corridor. But
yes, but if someone blows up the cables,
yeah, no, that's valid. Yeah.
Okay. I need to quickly look at my notes real fast because someone owes me a favor.
Are you talking about Magane Utwale?
A couple people owe me a favor, I think. Magane Utwale absolutely does, but I don't want to call in that favor yet. Let me see.
I'm no genius, but I do like blowing things up and making things break.
Felix is like, we could also always try and, sneak our way in, espionage, or maybe I don't know, we're repair guys or something. I mean, that's always a position as well.
Medical staff.
Meanwhile, Serum is like, or we could just shoot the hell out of it once we land on the roof and just brave our way down 27 floors. No, that's a stupid idea. Shit.
Well, I mean, no, it's a great idea. Yeah, it's a great idea. Just I'm worried about going into lockdown. That's a big one. So the question is, okay, so out of character, there are utilities like fire department and generally police, right? I'm not worried about that.
Yeah. So there's fire department and there's medical people and they're all privately owned, but these people would have contracts with them.
Okay.
And they'd be external, so taking out the SATCOM might help with not getting those people alerted.
That's true.
Well, here's what I'm thinking, and now I'll do this in game.
Yeah.
Well, before that, I have 3 undeclared contacts for the info devs, and I might want to use one.
Yeah.
But hear me out first.
Absolutely.
Like the group. We're worried about a lockdown. Yeah. So what's the thing
Always.
that's not gonna have a problem with lockdown? Fire department. So fire department has a key to every elevator everywhere. So even if there is a lockdown, fire department's going to be able to go from floor, 40 all the way to 1 and into the sub basement if there's a problem. So why not, before we ever do anything else, get in touch with a contact that can get a key from the fire department, so that at least covers if there's a full lockdown. And then from there, we can just kind of like flesh out where we go from here, but we have a way to get back and forth, up and down at least.
Mira,
Like
is that
in and
accurate?
That's a really good idea.
Say what?
Is that accurate,
Yeah.
Mira?
That'd be accurate. If
Okay.
you find the group that they subcon, which it'd be Demos. I mean, they'd probably subcon all of their shit through Demos. So if you'd find someone who was in Demos, you could get plenty of resources that could help you with this building. It's, just to your imagination's limit and what would be logically limited.
Okay, then I would like to absolutely use, if everybody is cool with that, at least that part of it.
If nothing else, having a contact in Demos is a very good contact to have. They
It would
basically
be.
run every city thing. They're subcontracted as the city works.
Then I would very much like to use one of my undeclared contacts as a contact in Demos.
Absolutely. So you are going to have contact, and it is going to be, we're going to say his name is, Reskin. You know his government name, which is Charles
Montague.
No, Charles Damon. His name is Reskin. He is yeah, you're right. And he is a Democracy Ltd. He's a Democracy Ltd. What would I want him to be? Oh, we'll say that he's a dispatcher. So he's not super high on the totem pole, but he is high enough that he could open some doors that you could, like, he's not going to be able to directly give you that key, but he'll be able to set you up for the layup to get that key. You know what I mean?
Right, for sure.
He's your and one.
Okay, right. So, if you guys are cool, like you work out whatever you need to work out. I'm gonna hit up my buddy Reskin real fast and at least get started on a key. So, at least we have an in and an out.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't even have to be an in, it could just be an out. Because I'd like to still get out.
Does bear in mind, so the easiest way to access those elevators out of character is through the basement.
True.
I know someone has said that basement is a bad idea.
That's where
I still think having Omen there at all, unfortunately, it's way too easy to put the pieces together.
I would agree with that sentiment, honestly. That's,
Yeah.
Not as in Omen not being at the job at all.
Hey, this guy who said he was with the Dread Pirates is just conveniently.
Well, what Scene was saying is we actually come to them as the Dread Pirates, like, hey, we want to make some money. We have Omen. We want to lend them out to you.
Shit happening.
We're gonna have
on
a couple
the
with
exact
us.
same night that a Dread Pirate person performs
not if they're getting shot though.
Okay, so
and if they don't find the body,
there was mention of we denounced that Omen is a Dread Pirate. I got like a whole group of people.
Mira? How many weeks has it been?
It has been...
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
That's not gonna work.
Yeah.
Okay.
To be honest, I forgot about that. That's my bad.
Yeah.
No.
Everyone wants to denounce me. I'm just trying to be helpful.
Think
could always come to Twilight if you need
well,
work.
Omen's not the only extremely sexy person that's we could send in there?
Oh, yeah.
He looks at Narco.
No, Marco's not doing it.
Marco.
It wasn't sexy. It was
Marco's
to get some of us in there and try to like draw the blame away from us. Like, oh shit, Omen got shot. Like, Scene got severely injured. You know, all these people, people got injured in the attack.
I would like to clarify: the incident that is happening at a different location. Like the incident that Narco is proposing to like pull heat off you guys.
Okay. I thought he was pulling it like.
No. Yeah.
Scene will ask Scene will then ask, what exactly is this incident that you're going to be pulling to draw fire away from the club?
I'm going to stick a cyber psycho on their busiest club on their busiest night.
Just dead silent.
I love that reaction.
Everyone just goes, "Oh, fuck."
I mean, that's not terrible. That's pretty good, actually.
Whoa!
It only means a lot of dead people. It only means a lot of dead people.
That's
Do you
not
know
that
their
big a
reaction time? How
problem.
quickly those people will be out of the building?
Yeah,
once
how
they're
long is
out.
our window if you're gonna do that?
Well, this person is ex-military and has enough cyberware that I think they could even take a few werewolves down with them. So, countering in the time it calls for someone to panic and call the cops. So, there's a cyber psycho on the loose. Oh, my arm is missing. Ugh. And then for the werewolves to show up, well, Twilight's going to have to send a force out in order to make sure that one, White Wolf doesn't decide to get a little corporate on this deal and to make them save face with the public that they actually at least try to keep them safe.
Violet is probably going to say, and you can't forget about the paperwork. This is going to be a paperwork nightmare. Everyone's going to be taking the secondary sites, questioned, interrogated. This is going to be at least an hour, maybe 2 hour fiasco at minimum.
The cyber psycho.
I don't think we want to know.
I asked where the cyber psycho was
I
coming
want to
from.
know.
The cyber psycho was already a problem case for Twilight, but a while ago. And well, I need people who are willing to work with me on my work. He says, flashing the little tubes in each one of his injector fingers.
Scene's actually like typing on their agent.
Now you fucking texted Trixie. It was like, this fucking guy.
This is a multi-billion Eddie business that I'm a part of. And I don't get done.
Yeah, Scene will send a message to Marcine and Cash, essentially just stating we can spare some resources to deal with the cyber psycho or assist with the cyber psycho to reduce the damage done.
Who? See, once upon a time, the answer to this was Connor. Just send Connor and the rest is fine. But there is no Connor anymore.
Save it for next week.
We could send Pain, but I don't want to send our friend off to die. Like,
well, no, it's less.
I don't like being sent off to die, so thank you.
Yeah. It's less to fight the cyber psycho one-on-one. It's more to either distract the cyber psycho or get people out of there as fast as they can, to hold them up, whatever is needed to aid. Because Marcine seems pretty upset about it.
Yes, Brian. What were you gonna say?
It's Sawyer Mark II. That's who's going in.
Oh God, no! You are not helping Mira build a cyber psycho.
I already done.
Did.
Another one, yeah.
Never mind. No one's gonna go help. Right. We're done. We're not doing that.
Helping.
What were you gonna say, Gunnar?
Because at the end of the day, the self-preservation. Here's the thing: the easiest, safest way for us to take care of that is to have somebody on a building like a ways away with a sniper rifle. And unfortunately, the only person here who's got that does not want to be posted up on a building with a fucking rifle right now.
Hold on, though.
We also
You
we're
say
gonna need pain for the building.
Yes. No.
we
Talking
need a
about-
sniper. We have a sniper. Like
we do have
Varric.
We have
Varric.
Varric, the sniper who blew off my friend's leg, who I can't say out loud.
Which we do
anybody.
which we do need to have that at some point in the near future, that little meeting that needs to happen. But
honestly, when you message back like who can we like, I'm assuming you probably say like who as in we don't have enough people, we don't have anyone that could take one cyber psycho scene probably would be just Varric.
I think you would get a second text.
I made new friends.
Well, this is right now just to Cash and Marcine.
This is
So when Marcine sends her who, you also get a who from Cash. We just who.
Yeah, it's just Varric.
Oh fuck! You get an oh fuck back from fucking Cash. Oh fuck! And then I'm just gonna look at you like.
I put the phone away, or agent away. I'm like,
okay.
So what night is this gonna be on?
We can talk about that. How long do we have to plan this?
Insert date here.
Yeah, we're gonna say that you guys have. It'll be
days.
in like a week. We're gonna say that you're doing this briefing a week out in advance.
Okay.
I need to have time to make sure that my distraction is properly hungry.
Oh, that's concerning.
The way I see it, there are two styles we can do. We can go in soft, or we can go in loud. There are also 3 entrances I can see us taking. Basement, yellow raincoat, or roof.
Okay. I'm gonna text Reskin real fast and just be like, yo, can you get the ball rolling on getting me like a utility key card for the fire department?
Yeah, and we can handle that. And it assume that is a piece of equipment that you can get.
Okay, cool.
Scene will, to Marcine's question, be like, well, Valkyrie and I are built for silence. So I'm down with the silent route, but I also have a plan if we want to go loud and proud.
Right. I would prefer to be on the outside looking into this.
We're not taking you in there. You'd die in a heartbeat.
Yeah, you're a net
I am
runner.
squishy.
Yeah, I
so
think that's
squishy.
the entire room just starts agreeing like, oh yeah, Cash, you would totally die.
Something we haven't discussed yet. Meza, it sounds like you're going to be joining us with this, whether you like it or not. What do you do?
That's a good point. That's you, Brian.
I find things.
Find things.
Yes.
A scav.
But I could also make things work when they shouldn't.
So
interesting. I am so interested. We need
have
to
our first techie in the group. Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. So a techie.
Well, you got, Cachette, who is a specialized sort of techie.
Yeah.
And then you've got Serum, who is a automobile specialized techie. Not automobile, but you know what I mean.
I hear your voice of surprise, and Rowan, whether you like it or not, Cachette has never been touted as a person that can just walk in and start something that shouldn't be.
He restarted the Meganon when you pulled the battery out of it.
That's true.
That's your invention. That
fair.
So we could put her in the generator room.
But we have to get her there first. And here's my thought. I want to get a fire department utility. Like, I want to be able to get access to the elevators.
Hey guys, if we're gonna do the elevators, we can't shut off the generators.
But we can shut off the generators because
because
there's no backup generators.
Yeah, there's no backups.
Well, the reason I guess I actually out loud. The reason we can put her in the generator room is to give her control over shutting down and rebooting power to wherever needs to have power, if that's possible.
How long would it take for those generators to reboot? I think we're missing the point here. These mega buildings are made out of essentially tiny building blocks, yes?
She wouldn't be messing with the generators. She would be messing with the control terminal that connects to the generators.
Breakers, pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah.
Cut power to the pods if possible. Cut power to the security doors to trap, trap security agents inside their rooms.
Remember, if you cut power to the pods pop.
Right.
Oh, okay, right. So mainly just like locking security into their own rooms to give us more time. So only the pods are the only issue.
Could be possible you could fry the pods too. It just depends.
That might be something that I can do. So we absolutely have to fry the dweller, and we absolutely need to try and fry the pods. And I'd love to be able to drop someone on the roof. I'd love to be able to drop paint on the roof. And with
very intent on landing on the roof.
All we would need to do is, I don't know, steal an AV. Oh, wait.
I mean,
this is getting very expensive indeed.
Well, it's a borrow situation. Can I use my second undisclosed
not exactly what I meant.
Don't you guys have an
can
AV?
fly an AV?
No, we have. I can fly an AV.
Can you?
That's not a problem.
Okay.
Yeah. So we, at least, what if we come about it at a bunch of different angles and just meet in the middle? Like, what's the harm?
We get someone on the roof. They they deal with the SAT. We could put our new friend up on the roof instead of the generator room. She can control the SAT cable, or the satellite.
We would be better off, I think, just shutting off the SAT comms, in which case I'm not the best with electronics, but I know enough about them and know how to turn things off. Plus, what if we just stole the room?
How do you mean? What do you mean steal the room?
Mega buildings are made out of building blocks, yes?
True.
It would be like slotting out one cabinet from the whole shelf.
Is this
Serum's
true?
I think you'll need a little bit more explosive force to deal with that.
I do have C6.
And looking at the blueprint,
if the AV has winches,
a detail to note: the room is in fact a metal box in there. Like most things in mega buildings, like it's being described, they are in fact mostly building blocks. However, it's you're gonna need to blow that metal box's supports up.
Yeah, and this is mostly also me bringing up the fact that you yourself, Mira, said stealing the room? Surprisingly possible.
I know.
Hold on. But, all right, so this... I don't have the blueprints in front of me. I can't see it right now.
Right. They're
exactly how do you... Once you have separated the room from the rest of the building, how do you get to it to pull it out?
An AV, potentially. Who knows?
Through 13 floors?
Now, the follow-up to this wonderful, brilliant idea you've come up with.
It is also on the edge of the building. It is street side facing.
Okay.
How the fuck are we going to get away with hiding a giant metal room?
You dump it in the Amstel.
Yeah.
We don't need the whole room. We just need what's in it.
Did you hear me?
Yeah, I heard you. Let me rephrase.
Dump it on top of the mega building.
We are going to rip a room out of a building. There's no way that is going to go unseen unless someone has developed stealth capabilities to cloak an entire room and an AV.
Do you not remember the job we pulled
6
months ago? You take
I
it,
remember.
You dump it in the Amstel. We do the exact same thing we did with the first job.
And if they have a tracker in there, and they know right where we dump it, and they just go immediately over there, and they're
the tracker goes in the water, and it's probably fried.
Inside a sealed metal room?
You said the room was sealed.
I would assume.
It's got an Atmo control on it.
Yeah, I was like,
yeah, but we
kept
blew
it
part of the
98.
room up.
it's kept at 98 degrees. It seems that might be integral to keeping these chemicals like safe, like to keep them at a certain temperature.
That also poses another question: is we are trying to pull an entire room full of chemicals out. One wrong shake could just send everything out and ruin the entire batch.
Yeah, and you're all dead motherfuckers if you ruin that.
I can concur. Throwing chemicals around in a box will just make it all
I'm still entertaining
messy.
this idea because a DM said it's surprisingly possible.
Yeah, and I'm entertaining it because it's
God.
fucking fun.
It is fun. I am
It sounds like a
100%
fun
like,
idea.
it sounds hilarious, but theoretically,
Okay.
If it were
yanking
anybody
a room
else
out of a
but
building?
the DM saying this were possible, I wouldn't I would be agreeing with you.
yanking
Okay,
the room
okay.
out of a building is probably going to jar it enough that anything inside of it is going to get thrown around to the point where even if it's in a closed capsules, something's going to get
So
damaged.
point to be made, if it is that fragile, it would be bolted down. You're not going to take a risk that some techie bumps it with his elbow and poisons everybody in the room. It's going to be in a sealed, locked container.
Yes, but the jostling force of somebody knocking into a mini fridge is different than yanking a part of a building out.
And dropping it
that
from
mini
500
fridge,
feet.
though, is going to be bolted to the floor.
Also,
Maybe.
who knows what jarring the chemicals around inside their own containers might
This
do.
also might be something where we will have to think about as we get to the room.
I don't understand why we don't just make our own.
Yeah.
I mean, you and I, looking to narco, we could.
Because
probably
I
come
don't
up
have
with
the
our own.
recipe, you fucking beautiful idiot.
Why don't we just experiment a little bit?
Yo, why don't we just experiment and try and create cyclopene, but
This
at a
is
fraction
college,
of the price.
gentlemen.
You
No
have a cyber
experimenting.
cycle. I have my.
You guys just
Hold
let
on,
him
hold
gloss
on.
right over something really important.
What? What
Did
happened?
you not hear what this is?
Yeah. Oh, he said
Yeah.
it earlier. It's
Yeah.
cyclopene at a fraction of the cost.
That's why I was like,
Yeah.
you have a cyber psycho. We have
And-
our experience.
And he called me a bitch because I was being snarky.
And then he went, yeah, I'm doing this to, one, fuck over Twilight, and two, get this out to every med group.
Like, I didn't know
It's
that
not
was
going
your
to every
goal,
med
and now
group,
I'm
but
wrong.
that's
What
Well,
were-
at least that's what you say.
Yeah, it's
For-
not going to every
for-
med group, but that's a
For
nice thought.
viewers' sake, and for anyone that's not really grasping it, what we are essentially trying to do is steal somehow. Not we're stealing
Big
fucking-
Pharma.
No, we're stealing insulin and making it
Yeah.
publicly available.
Yeah, no, that is
Yes.
exactly what this heist is. I love
yeah,
that.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
it is.
But imagine
That's not
instead of
bad.
insulin, it's like
Like-
something that over 60% of the population has to use.
Sorry, no, I meant penicillin. Penicillin.
Yeah, there you go. There you
We're
go.
Yeah,
stealing
that works.
penicillin and making it publicly available. I know it's kind of already publicly available, even though it's somehow copyrighted. It's so dumb. But like, we're stealing a recipe for penicillin that's going to make it super cheap to produce that only one company knows, and we're releasing
Yeah.
it to everyone.
I
Okay.
have some things I need to discuss with Scene, Cash, and the DM after this.
That's fair. Let's talk about what
That being
everybody's
said,
like.
hey,
hold
I
on.
think we should really focus. Screw
Yeah.
the rest of the room. All right, we take what we can carry out on our backs, but most importantly, we need a way to safely transport this item out. I think the safest way to do that is going to be an AV from the roof. And I think going... The generator is in the basement or the sub-basement?
Basement.
Basement. So if we're going to get a runner down there, we're going to have to brave the basement either way.
I don't
One-
think you need to.
To have somebody
One-
physically in the room with the generators?
I
Well,
don't think you need to fuck with the generator.
Yeah. If we're not dealing with the generators, then we can put her on the roof with the satellite. Between her and Cachette, I'm pretty sure they can make it so they can cut communication and make it so no one inside the building knows it's been cut.
Ooh.
You could do a closed loop. Okay, wait. Who's she? Which she are you talking about?
I can't. Misa, is it?
Okay.
So-
Meza.
Mess.
Yeah.
Mesa.
Meza.
Mesa.
Okay.
Mesa
Right.
and Cachette could probably wire that fucker up so no one inside the building will realize it's been cut.
It
Mm-hmm.
would
Like
be
you
like
said, a
trying
closed
to
loop.
go into a CCTV loop and just camera and just having it loop the last 60 seconds.
Yeah.
As long
Totally
as they
loop
didn't
it.
get any communications within the last 60 seconds that would be strange to have on repeat, it will just seem
Right.
like business as usual.
Yep. And if I can be on the roof and I can get an access point, like to link in, I can absolutely fry the dweller. So if I can fry the dweller, you guys can do the sat. Payne wants to land on the roof, so whatever Payne would like to do after he lands on the roof.
Quote movies kick ass.
Yes.
There we go.
So I guess the question now is for the DM: is it possible for me, as a nomad and a specialist in vehicles, to find access to an AV?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. You might have to pay something, or you might have to take a favor or something. But there is, people with AVs who literally would rent them out.
We would need an unmarked AV, no trace.
That might be trickier, but you still could probably do it. It's gonna cost some sort of resource, whether that be favor, cash, or something else.
Yeah. Okay. That's something we'll deal with.
So I can get someone.
What's on the 28th floor?
Good question. On the 28th floor, we'll say that there is mainly just housing.
I see where you're going with this.
Yeah, Mr.
Coming in through the roof is very good.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Do we need a special? Looking at Narco, do we need a special container to remove this from its environment?
It will already be in its own container. As long as you can get the container out of the room, it'll be fine, at least long enough for you to get it back to me.
Omen really wanting to be useful again. If you take me, I can carry it out. That will be no problem.
I love that. Serum's like, yeah, and if you need
I
more
don't want to
backup.
know where Omen's
Hold
putting
on. This is a steel-lined box, right?
Roughly, yeah.
How effective would C6 be against it if we wanted to, say, blow a hole in the roof of it from one level above?
I think that it would, yeah, you could do that.
Especially if they were
Use a
shaped charges.
I was just saying.
That's what C6 mainly is, unless you
Yeah.
just pack it up.
Okay.
The main problem there is the instant we do that, it's going to be loud and proud.
So what we do is we control access to our floor. Okay?
I have another question.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of windows are on the 27th floor? Because if you drop down from the 28th, you have to get
Rappel
out.
in.
Well, yeah, like jump in and then blow a hole through the window and throw yourself out. And then someone comes to pick you up. Like you basically
As you hit the fucking ground.
Oh,
So,
you fucking,
other thing to
fucking
consider-
bodysuit out of that shit.
Other thing to consider, there is no window on this room. It is all steel.
Yeah,
it's like a steel closet.
So
here's
what.
So climb back up and then jump out.
I have an idea. There are 3 elevators that go through the length of this, correct? The fastest way to get to this floor is by the elevators, which is naturally what security is going to attempt to do.
But I'm going to get access
to
it.
And the fire department key overrides all other commands. So what you do is you take those 3 elevators, you set them to a floor and lock them there.
Wait.
Except for the one you need.
No. Scene will put up a hand. How about instead we let security board those elevators? Send them
and then
down
cut
to
the elevators.
No, we don't need to kill unnecessary people, but we just send them down on a little trip to the very sub-basement.
You guys
there
are
emergency
fucking no
breaks.
fun.
There are emergency breaks. All you have to do is cut the wire. It moves at a certain speed.
This
breaks,
is true.
And they're either stuck between floors or on the wrong floor.
We can control
this
the
is
elevators,
turning into
which means we can do whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then someone's going to have to go into the tubes around the elevators and get chased around by a short stack woman with crazy hair screaming,
"Oh
no!" So this is actually a pretty solid plan to come in from the top.
The keys entirely.
Yeah. we get down to the 28th floor, we blow a hole in the floor, we get what we need, we climb, we shimmy back up, and then you still have access to the elevators to get right back up to the ceiling or to the roof. And then the AV flies itself back in and picks you up. So how many people do we actually need to do this job? Like we need Pain, because Pain needs to be on the roof because it makes Pain happy. We know that.
Yep.
Great shot.
We'll make Omen. Omen is an extra body to lift things out.
Serum will co-pilot gladly the AV.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
At this time, Omen can carry the most out of anyone. So yeah, he's
okay.
I can pilot, and we can send Valkyrie in with the extraction team to take out anyone that gets in your way.
Because something else I just thought about, guys. With an explosion, anything like that, we're going to have a little bit of time. Why? They're going to come to the 27th floor, because that's where the valuables are.
Right.
Then, to get at us, they are either, because reasonably, if we've done everything right, they're not going to know we've come in through the ceiling. They just know there's an explosion somewhere.
So
they're going to either have to break in.
There's a bunch of them that are already going to be on the 27th floor.
They're going to have to break in through the 27th, or they're going to have to find someone to bring the key cards to get through to the 27th.
Right. Well, but we just use the elevators and we block them off between the 25th and the 26th floor. We just pause it right there in the middle.
I think something else we need to consider to avoid a dev incident is controlling other means of access to that floor. I'm talking stairs.
I've got enough C6 to take out any stairs.
I am not losing anyone else to
now.
Bullshit
I
like
have
that.
one important question.
That's very good in and out of character. I fuck with that.
I was thinking about that already as well. Yeah, stairs. Do we have any enemies that we would like to put a little heat on?
Nord.
Yeah.
Would it make sense for Nazis to be stealing drugs?
Sure, why not?
I don't care if it doesn't make sense, as long as we get it in the media's hands first.
Well, that's where Felix comes in, right?
That's something else I'd like to talk with, out of character, like to talk with Scene and Cash and the DM afterwards.
Okay.
You have someone that can do disguises, so Scene can put on a disguise, make themselves look like a Nazi and hold up the drugs like, we have stolen the drugs! Yeah!
No. But you're going to be flying the AV.
Yeah.
Well, afterwards, as like an announcement kind of thing.
Let me think here.
Ooh, that would be good.
It wouldn't even need to be that.
No, what Scene's imagining is trying to, and it's going to be very difficult. It's going to take some weird check to make something be left behind, or some clue for them to follow that's going to lead them to
Hold on. We have an easy way of getting access to paraphernalia from United Front.
Easily.
The person who's fighting a war against United Front, and it's probably got a few bodies laying around.
We could just leave a body that's been exploded that looks like it was too close to the C6 when it went off.
This person looks giga dead.
How many
that would be hilarious. Yes, let's do that. Scene's gonna recommend if we. Oh, go ahead, Amy.
Oh, I just want to know how many sets of stairs there were.
40.
There are 40 sets of stairs. No, 42.
I think what she means is how many, is there one at every corner?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's actually a good question. So the stairs there is going to be one set of stairs that goes all through the building, and then there's fire escapes. The one set of stairs that goes all through the building, assume that it is also adjacent to this elevator bank. Like, let's say that it's on the same space roughly as the vent spaces on these. And it's just that the vents would be a quiet way to go through those without drawing any attention.
Hey guys, you know what this thing is really, really shaping up to be like? Johnny's foray.
Well,
in 2077.
I wouldn't mind if we nuked a place, but I think we would nuke somewhere cooler. Like, we're probably going to end up nuking Artis.
Probably. I would love that. I would love that.
I
so,
would
okay.
How
many fire escapes are there?
None, probably.
This fire escapes?
27th floor. You don't have fire escapes that high.
Oh, yeah, you're right. There actually probably wouldn't. Yeah, you're right. There probably wouldn't be any fire escapes. So it would probably just be one main set of stairs.
Okay. So let's really think about it then. We can snap the fucking satcoms, right? We can get access to the elevators. We can blow a hole in the floor of the 28th floor. We can rappel down into the 27th, pick up what we need. Well, before that happens, we also need to drop some C4 in the staircase beforehand so that people can't get access to that. Since we have full access to the elevators, we wait for the security team to jump onto the elevators, and then we pause the elevators before they get to the floor they want to get to. And then whoever's grabbing the box climbs back up to the 28th floor, jumps back up onto the building, and then we just fly away like it never fucking happened, right?
We can go back up the elevators to the roof. We don't have to
That's
go
what I'm
outside
saying.
the building, yeah? Okay.
No, that's what I'm saying. We have access to the elevators. They're ours. They're going to be our elevators. So we could just zoom right up and zoom right out.
Backup plan.
Parachutes.
Well,
what if we also destroyed the stairs?
I need you to rig, looking at seeing some C6 to the tops of each of those elevator shafts. If we lose control of those elevators, I don't want them in anybody else's hands.
I like it.
We can always parachute if we need to, or we can take 13 flights of stairs. Considering that there is nobody behind us, they would have to get into the 27th floor room, go up using their own kit because we don't have any, and then chase us up 13 flights of stairs.
Or we could also just blow up the stairs as you go.
So there's 4 sets of stairs.
We don't have 4 sets of stairs. It's just one set of stairs that's adjacent to the elevator.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. 1 set of stairs, 3 elevators. That's, I would assume, 1 kg per piece. That's D10 damage.
If you said something, Brian, we didn't hear it. I saw your lips moving.
I'm just.
We're having a background conversation about how Brian is trying to nuke everything.
Would 8d10 be enough to disable stairs and elevators?
Say what?
8d10 damage.
Let me look at the hardness charts.
Yeah,
I think so.
I can purchase more if I need it, but right now I have 10 kg.
I also have if we have really dumb, wacky questions, what's the lift tolerance of this AV?
I don't know yet.
We don't know.
I do have the stats for an AV4.
Well, how much can it
I will
lift?
tell you right now, an AV4 will not lift that room.
No,
not the room. Not the room. I'm done with
Not
the room.
Not the room.
Are you trying to have it?
Do we need a lot of explosives, and do I have to be anywhere but the roof?
We're not blowing up the AV because most likely I'm going to have to borrow or rent that. Okay, good.
I'm saying put the Meganon on the roof.
Okay.
My.
The AV has
AV4 would be able to carry that.
Yeah, AV has 15 cargo space with 1300 kg.
Oh yeah, it could carry that, but also this is like an extreme thing because I realized that anyone's gonna look at the roof and be like, "Is that a goddamn Meg?"
Yeah, we do not want to bring the Meganob because it's too recognizable.
Hold on. Wait, is that a fucking mech on the roof over there?
If we put the Meganob in visible sight, it's gonna completely revert the framing we tried to do for Nord. Because they're like, oh, that was the Meganob. That's fighting Nord, so that means they were trying to frame Nord, meaning it has to be the Dread Pirates.
True.
If we just leave
not the Dread Pirates, it would be Demoxby.
Well, Nah, they would at least know it was the Meganaut. So like, if they find just a Nazi body that was blown up, oh, it was too close to the explosion. They're fucking idiots. They were.
Yeah, I was
blew up
just
one of their
thinking
own.
like, oh, we need to blow up the stairs. Well, this thing has 2 autocannons and a fucking AT gun.
My question is, how long of a range is your autocannon?
The autocannons, I don't know. The AT gun is 800 meters.
Because can we put it on another building in case of emergencies?
Again, we lead to the same problem of 1 sec. Daddy, look at the roof! There's a fucking robot on the roof!
Daddy, Gundam's on the roof!
Oh, Christ. I'm trying to find I think that it will blow, that much will blow it up, but I'm trying to find that. I have to dig in the actual book now. I couldn't find a good cheat sheet.
46.
46?
I made that up. I hope it's right. That would kill me.
I don't think it is. Page 46 is the fumble table. So if you're asking if you could fumble blowing up the stairs and instead blow yourself up, absolutely you could.
Yikes, no.
Oh, that's definitely a yes.
Yeah. But
Does
yeah,
Cash need
I
to
am
go
going
in
to
and deal with
assume.
the dweller?
Yeah, I'm going to do that from the roof.
Yeah, we can put her on the roof. We give everyone a parachute. That is the most important part. If worse comes to worse, the AV gets shot down, you parachute out, you forget you like, and this is seen actually at this point. If anything happens to the AV and your extraction, your lives are threatened, I want you to parachute away, get to safety, reconvene several days later when it's safe.
Let's see here. So you said 8d10?
Yeah, C6 is 8d10 per kilogram.
Yeah, that could. What's the average on 8d10? What is that? 40? Because if we're going off 45. The average, about 45, yeah, that could easily blow through it. 45 could blow through just about anything.
And it would also blow cables a lot easier than it would the elevator itself. That's the advantage.
Yeah.
So that would leave us with 5 kilograms to blow a hole through the ceiling of the container, which should be, I'm hoping, more than enough if we shape it.
Okay. Here's where I'm at. I made a list of, and then I added a bunch of. It's stupid. So we land on the roof. We leave the SATCOM. We access the elevators of the fire department. We link into the net and we fry the dweller before we access the elevators. Travel to the 28th floor. C6 on the stairs. We blow a hole above the 27th floor, and we blow the stairs at the same time. So that's however many people we might need for that. Rappel down, pick up the goods, let security onto the elevators, stop the elevators before they hit the 27th floor, and then travel back up to the roof, and then fly away. And my last note says, "Be badasses." So
don't forget that this closet is surrounded by a security room. So
we're gonna have to deal with security.
So
something
theoretically,
that's why we're going in through the 28th floor.
Yeah, that's why you're going in through the top of the closet. Yeah, no, I get that. I just wanted to remind you guys. Yeah.
If we're going into the 28th floor, Cash can also disable all keycard systems.
Ooh, that I could.
If they try to enter the room and
they
they're
wouldn't
using
have
the security
keycard
card
access anyway. Just
no, because they would need the 3 key cards.
Yeah.
Also, something to bring up. We have like the world's greatest demon that we could also use so that Cash doesn't have to be physically there in order to fight them and fight off their ice as it tries to get back control of the system.
Well, we're not saying that part.
I know, that's just me out of character because Kashet doesn't know about Jezebel.
Yeah.
Right.
Kashet knew about Jezebel. His opinion would be delete Jezebel.
Right.
Delete
We're not going to tell Kashet.
Like, literally, she is named after a temptress whore.
I know.
Get rid of it.
I know. I was tempted. I accepted the tempt. I'm here. No, yeah, she's I'm very much hinging a lot of this on her to get her help. Like, I'm sure I'm gonna have to do some interfacing, but I'm hoping that if I can land on the roof and there's access, because if there's SATCOM, there's gotta be access to the net inside of the building.
If you are able to connect on site, your team should be able to also bounce off of you to assist you. You can use your team.
Ooh, that's right. Let me write that down.
Yeah. You can at that point bring in your team. Like, we're going to be multitasking. I need everyone on their job. Like, you handle elevators, you handle doors, you handle whatever you need to do. You've got a team. Fucking use them. Make them work.
God, does Scene say that to Cash?
Actually,
Cash fucking...
Scene probably does be like, and don't forget, you have a team.
Right?
Don't go
they
in
should
this alone.
They should probably be here. I'm gonna send a quick text to my fucking
No, they don't need to
team.
be here. This is
No.
Dread Pirate
This
stuff.
is the adults talking.
Your team is technically your own. They're not tied to the Dread Pirates.
They
but
do whatever you want them to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To a point, yeah. I feel like I don't want to ask too much.
Yeah, if you're going in, you can use them to your fullest to where you can be multitasking like 3 different things because you have what's her name? I don't know the names. I can't remember their names.
Twitch.
You have Twitch on like the Switch.
Yeah.
You have Switch on one thing.
Kenny. Yeah, Kenny and then Requiem.
Kenny and Requiem on the other because Kenny can't do anything on his own.
No, Kenny can. Kenny is like a weird idiot savant. He's like surprisingly good at shit. Like,
yeah, no, true.
I was just giving shit, Kenny. We all love Kenny.
And I don't want to call him Crumb Kenny anymore. So I want to make a note like now that anytime I talk to him, I'm going to call him Kenny because he does not like to be called Crumb Kenny. And I don't want to hurt his feelings. He seems like a lovely person. Moving on.
Yeah. I think we have a good plan.
I think so too.
Absolutely.
Wait, how are we going to deal with the security that's surrounding that room? Like,
they won't
how
be
many
able to get
people?
in.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because you guys actually, like, if you guys need the 3 key card system, then they need the 3 key card system.
And you can shut that system down as soon as we're in. So they'll be on the outside trying to like beep, 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 beep. Why isn't it working?
Let me write that down. Because I don't want to miss.
Also, if we time the explosions to go off at the same time, they'll be thinking the problem's in the stairway.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So when we blow a hole in the 27th floor, we're also going to shut down the key card system at the same time.
Yeah.
So let's talk about how many people are actually going to be in on this then.
So all the player characters, because we're not going to cut any player characters out.
Of course. No, yeah, of course. Oh, wait. Trinix, do you want to be available? Do you want to land on a roof?
Trinix will need to be nearby for
may
emergency
need medical. Yeah.
Okay.
He can stay in the AV or he can go in with you guys. That's up to Scott.
Are there security offices anywhere above floor 28 or 27?
The roof does have a security office.
Something.
But we'll be hitting that right away while we still have surprise.
Well, first things first. I think we need to do a little on-site investigating.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically, the easiest way to give a surprise is to hail as somebody who would normally land on that roof anyway.
EMED?
Could be EMED.
That works.
Are we going to steal an EMED AV? Because that would be amazing.
No, we would just have to spoof credentials for them.
Yeah.
But we could also steal an EMED AV.
I mean,
You're just wanting to rob EMED.
Like, we just shoot Omen, and then EMED responds.
There we go. We
No.
figured it out.
We can't shoot on. I mean, actually, that's kind of a great idea.
Somebody really wants his own character shot today. I don't know.
No, I just
God.
it's because he's a platinum member, so like EMED would be there in like seconds.
That's not actually a bad idea. Like if we shot him in like
No,
the
because
cab
it would
or
be,
something.
no. If we took an EMED vehicle, it would probably be reported immediately.
Everyone would know.
And
that
we would have
EMED
white
was
wolf on
missing.
us.
Yeah, the fucking with EMED is as stupid as fucking with Trauma
It would
Team.
probably
It was a
be easier
joke.
to take the AV, do some modifications to
Spoof
make
it, yeah.
to spoof it as an EMED vehicle at a distance, meaning by the time that we get there, things are fine.
And they might not even be looking at us. The more important thing is that when we hail them,
We have to have the EMED
yeah,
credentials.
that's where we need it, because AVs probably communicate at such a distance that they're not going to, and they're fucking corpos who are probably having a slow day. They're not going to be like, let me make sure that this is a legit AV. Yeah, that's just my thought anyway.
For sure. For sure.
You sound so incredulous.
No. I'm just thinking. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I'm also like 3 drinks deep, so I'm half thinking, half drunk. So.
Vibes.
Oh. Are we feeling good then? So we land on the roof, loop satcom, link into the internet, fry the dweller, use the fire department access for the elevators, travel to the 28th floor, put C4 on the stairs in succession. No, all together. We blow a hole above the 27th floor, we blow the stairs, and we shut down the keycard system. Then rappel down, pick up the goods, put the security on the elevator, stop the elevators before the 27th, travel back up to the roof, and then fly away. We're happy? Like, that's good?
Mm-mm.
It's not good?
I don't know. Is it good, guys?
No one's saying it's...
I'm just mulling this over because this is a fucking lot to think over.
I think at the moment, we've got a good baseline. Let's see if we can get the prep work done. Let's do a little bit of digging. It might be a good idea just to spend some time at the club to see what security is like, see how hard it is to get to some things.
How difficult would it be for Narco to get them fake credentials to get in that wouldn't tie back to him?
Oh, again, anyone can go in this club. Narco, if you just flag them as VIPs, it'd be easy for them to get in the club.
Yeah, in fact, maybe that is a thing where he just looks at all... Is that something he could do remotely, like right now?
Yeah. Shit, why not?
Just kind of looks at all of them and the marquees flash as he's like, done. You're all VIPs. You can get in.
There's already a VIP, but thanks, I guess.
So listen, the only person I'd flagged recently had been him, and that was for other reasons. Pointing at Omen.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe a few practice drops out of an AV at low speed onto the roof of the
That's not suspicious.
I love
hold
how
on.
just
once more.
I love Payne's obsession with this.
Yeah, he's really into it.
I'm living for it.
I love this idea. It's insane.
I'm excited to do this for you. Like, make sure that you have this opportunity to fall onto the roof without hurting yourself. Yes.
Superhero landing and all.
Oh, I set this up as plan A. What was plan B?
Shoot the shit out of the building, I guess. I don't know.
Shoot the shit out of Omen.
I think
shoot the shit out of
for the
Omen.
moment we are good.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
And by the way, Lucky is probably going to stay behind and direct traffic.
Yeah.
Yes. I
if
fuck
we
with
need
that.
another gun hand to shore up the fact that she won't slow everybody down with her cane, I can always talk to Mira and find another gun hand.
I mean, Scene does have a rifle if needed, but for silence, Scene has martial arts and Valkyrie has claws.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. What's Trixie like with a gun? I'm not putting Trixie in this.
Trixie's like, yeah, I'm this is more your thing, babe.
I know. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But hey, this will be fun to fry somebody. I haven't done that in a long time.
She looks at you like you're frying someone is not like, oh, I'm going to put them out of commission. That is killing someone.
It is. Yeah. I say that very flippantly and we look at each other and I go, oh, just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. And then I don't know. She probably would notice, but I'm uncomfortable for a second. Like, oh fuck, I said too much.
Yeah, nah. You two will have a conversation later.
No, I'm sorry.
Someone's in trouble.
Yeah.
I only murdered.
Oh man, I can't wait to just kill this person. It's been a while since I've killed someone.
Hey, maybe if you were better at it, you wouldn't be able to say that.
Oh.
This was just the most
Cash got called out twice today.
The fucked up part is I don't think Cash has ever actually killed anybody, so it's like what?
Very
tried to
nearly
kill
killed
Lucky.
someone. But yeah, so
I failed.
So is the foot traffic, or not the foot traffic? Is the meeting getting called to a close then?
Yeah, Cena call
so.
it.
Then I think that at a perfect timing, you will get a knock on the ready room door.
Lucky's probably closest to it. She'll probably.
Yeah.
Narco's not gonna fucking open. It's not his door.
Yeah. So you open it, Lucky.
Yeah.
You see Pierre there, and he says, I figured I would tell you in person, not over text. The preparations for the wakes are properly set, Ms. Marcin.
Thank you.
Kind of gives all of you a bit of a bow, and he'll exunt stage left.
Yeah, she would probably turn around and go, Narco, if you have anything else for us, you can add that now. If not, I have to talk to the crew for a moment.
You're looking at 400,000 eddies at completion, along with whatever you sell the rest of the stuff for. All I ask is that whatever you do, it doesn't track back to me.
Of course.
Do this professionally, and I'll make sure that this reflects very well on you. Tartarus is already getting a reputation, not just in the vices, but all around the city as the place for runners. I could help that along, or I could ruin that.
You'll get your blah blah blah. You'll get your hold on, I'm trying to think.
Your comeuppance.
You'll.
Oh, you already got that from Omen.
You'll get your container.
You'll get what's coming to
You'll get your container.
You'll get your container.
I was gonna say, you guys gotta quit saying stuff with comment, because he's just gonna make a joke out of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But you'll get your container.
You'll have your container, one way or the other.
And you'll be one of the people to get the recipe.
Good.
Mm.
Oh, she says, probably as Narco is leaving. Say hi to Anne Frank for me.
Huh?
He just gives you a long look and kind of smiles, and he's like, "You're a troublesome bitch, Marcin."
That's twice that Narco's been owned.
And then kind of gave, not, well, that time he didn't give as good as he got, but that was almost like a, damn, you got me.
Yeah,
fair play.
you.
The other
Yeah.
one with the one when he snapped back at Cash though was just a, hey,
oh no,
fuck off.
I was thinking of the Felix one where Felix was like, oh no, I'm in an open I'm already spoken for. I'm in an open relationship, but it's not open to you.
Yeah, and well, yeah, and he did just as good with the, I could do better anyway.
No, that is not nearly equivalent of a burn.
Okay.
Anyway,
Measuring
sorry.
contest aside.
Yeah. Who's the cattiest? No.
As Narco is leaving,
yeah,
she'll shut the door and turn around and say,
Okay,
go ahead.
Scene.
I was gonna say before, like as the door shuts, that is one abrasive motherfucker.
That fucking guy. Like, I can't. Like, how did you find him, Marcin? He's the worst.
We didn't. Going back to her seat and sitting down, I didn't find him. He found us. That's the problem.
Didn't you know that we're not supposed to pick up any more strays?
That was, well, let me just finish this first. As everybody here is aware, Scene and Cash are going to be the ones making the decisions from here for the moment. Beza, it looks like you've been stuck with us. Stick around, that's fine, or you'll be treated like anyone else who works with us here at the bar.
You have a place to stay?
They can use my room.
Yeah, and Meza, do you have a place to stay? Because you can either say that you do, or you could get a free lodge here.
You don't.
Well, if they're offering free room, she definitely will take it.
We'll set you up. We'll make sure. Did we ever decide we have housekeeping, or am I like still?
You do
deluded?
not have housekeeping. We've never had housekeeping.
Yeah, no. Why? Remember, there was that whole thing where you realized that the first time, and then realized Trixie had been your housekeeping.
So, yeah, she's gonna be like, we can set you up with a room here. I'll call housekeeping. Wait.
And Trixie is going to look at you and go, "Oh yeah, we're definitely talking later."
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Cena will be like, they can have my room. I don't use it that much.
Well, we have so many extra rooms, so
yeah, you got 3 extra rooms.
Yeah, so he's like, since what? Oh,
yeah.
But Lucky
4 actually. Yeah, you're right.
Getting back on topic, Lucky will say, the only reason I am dressed like this is because it was Narco. Going forward, we'll have to play things by ear, but Mezzo, what is your plan after this job?
Well, I was hoping that your people would be able to help me secure an item.
So you're
from
a customer.
corporation in town.
What's the item?
Well, it's hard to say what it is. We never had a chance really to have a good look at it. But I'll know it when I see it. The only thing is, what's the name of that corporation?
Zenith Diagnostics.
That's them.
Oy vey.
Shit. All right.
Yeah.
So
Serum's
you're
just
about to
like
become embroiled in some very hot water. Consider this. I would propose to Scene and Cash. Meza helps us on this job. We help her with her stuff. Because we have our own reasons for being there.
Yeah. I feel like at some point if I say that out loud, Jezebel be in my fucking ear like, bitch.
Yeah, and by the way, you actually do get one text. It's not audio, it's a text, and it's just Jezebel with, ooh.
I fucking love her. She's so scary.
She's so scary. Oh, I love that.
That out of the way, Meza, I'm just going to talk like it. A lot of this isn't going to make sense, but I'm sure others can fill you in. I'm going to be stepping back a little bit from, well, not a little bit. I'm going to be stepping back from the decision-making around here. Everybody... I'm sorry about everything. And I thank you all for doing what you've done to help. I talked to Pierre. There's going to be a wake for Connor as well. Now, if anybody would like to go, that's entirely
wait
fine.
for Connor? What happened to him?
You know
Connor?
Cachette sinks into his chair.
Yeah, Cachette, you and I are going to have a one-on-one talk after this, by the way. Connor...
He died in action.
Yes.
It was bound to happen. He was getting a little crazy.
But he was so much fun. Like,
was he?
I enjoyed his company.
This is the Amy, you've said 2 things today that really shocked me. That and Cyber Psycho? Neat.
Yeah.
I'm in a weird headspace, okay?
Oh, you're just gonna sick a fucking crazy person with Miltech hardware? Well, Miltech as in military tech, not Militech. On a bunch of fucking civvies? Based.
No, it's not a great idea, but also if we catch it, then we can tear it apart.
It's still a great idea. It's just a very horrible one as well.
And I say
It's a fucking
good
great
stuff.
idea. It's not a good in the moral sense. It's pretty fucking evil.
It's terribly immoral. It's
So that being said, there is a wake for Connor. I'll be there. Anybody else who wishes to be there is more than welcome.
This is for Connor and for Lisa, right?
Yes.
Okay.
For both.
There is one for Lisa as well. Yeah.
I was.
They're happening.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Because I was gonna say the way that I assumed it was is they were kind of set up for the same time,
Okay.
but like with like the same event block, but like different.
Yeah, I was
like
gonna say
they'd be separated.
Keep them separate. Yeah. And
Yeah.
do them at the same time. Yeah.
Yeah.
What else? I suppose now is the time if anyone has questions for me.
I have a question. You said that this outfit is just for narco. Does that mean that you're gonna go into like sweatpants and like a blown out sweatshirt or sweater?
A muumuu?
Might be a muumuu. Yeah. Like, do you want to go shopping?
Hospital gown.
I want to go shopping. Do you want to go shopping?
Serum probably actually goes, guys, like I think she's just gonna wear like normal clothes.
Well, normal clothes. How many clothes have you seen her wear that's not this? Like, that's
Felix is like, oh shit. Did I just hear shopping montage?
I mean, let's fucking go shopping.
If you guys want to go shopping, that's more than fine.
Hey.
You have to come with us. You have to, we have to size you. Like, you have to go.
Yeah, haven't you seen the movies? You got to go try on 100 things.
I like to imagine.
Right.
Hold on.
Starts listing
Hold
off
on.
Numbers.
What were you gonna say, Gunnar?
Going back under the knife.
Oy.
Trinix. Well, you saw what everybody else saw. I would like. I need a back that isn't so fucked up I can't walk without this. And I'm not using that goddamn cane. She says, referring to the other cane.
The one that has the gun in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, that's fair. After you get your back fixed, can we go shopping to get you some clothes that look nice but aren't all black?
Trinix, I'm not gonna tell her for you. You just tell her it's gonna put me under for a little bit.
Yeah.
A back surgery is gonna take a while. I don't know if Scissor and I have come up with a process to do that, but we can work on a process and then get that done, and then have a effective timeline, and might be able to shop.
That's fair. We could also go shopping for you. I just need some measurements. And I can either get them for you while you're awake, or I can get them from you while you're asleep. It's your choice.
Cena will actually just list off a couple numbers, like, that's her waist.
I was gonna say her medical records probably have it.
It's more of a, I've learned to be able to measure people by looking at them. I need to know exactly what I need to get.
Oh, I fucking love this so much. I'm gonna grab.
Or you can do a laser scan of her and make it hologram.
Ooh, that's a great idea too.
Can we take a rain check on this until after our our gig?
Yeah.
All right.
And I think and I think that probably at this point Serum is gonna kind of clear his throat, and he's gonna go, yeah, we've got a wake to go to, don't we?
Yes.
Oh, way to kill the vibe.
Cachette, if I could talk to you for a moment before we go up there.
Who?
Cachette.
Oh, Cachette, okay.
He's got one of those I'm fired looks, but
yeah.
It's like,
not yet.
Hey, thought that this would happen soon.
I still need to tell the bosses what I did.
Oh, no.
and
yeah. Continue.
Oh, go ahead.
What I would say is everybody who wants to stick around for this, you're more than welcome to. For both Trinix and Cachette, I guess. Lucky would like to talk to Cachette privately. Just those two. So if we want to do Trinix's first, if Trinix wants to talk about that.
Well,
I hear a Long Island iced tea calling me. Wanders
Yeah.
off to the bar.
no, Steen will be like, let's hear what Cachette, or not Cachette, Trinix has to say in private before we start telling everything.
Mm-hmm.
So, Lucky kind of knows about it.
In private.
Yeah.
It's like as I look around the room.
So okay,
this is my cue.
who's keeping the main office, or who's keeping the ready room, and who's going to an office?
Do you guys? My office is right down the hall. Do you guys want to do this down the hall, or do you
it's
want
probably
to
the most
keep it?
secure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you're behind fucking 3 biometric doors for fuck's sake. 2 biometric doors.
And we
That's
could
the
keep
yes.
this room.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So
I think Serum's gonna go, well, I think a beer next to his Long Island iced tea is calling. And he goes, Mesa, or he goes, Meza, you want to go get a drink? Not in that way. Not in that way. In like the way in which like we're gonna be coworkers, and like we also need to get out of this room.
And also we work in a bar.
And Felix is like, yeah, come on, let's go get acquainted.
Oh God, I need to send.
Okay.
Yeah.
There she falls.
Yeah, and I think that gang of 4 probably leaves the room, leaving. Trixie will ask you, "Hey, do you want me to come with you?" Or I was thinking about going and warming up a seat at Trixie's wake, or not Jesus, at Lisa's wake.
Stop it! Shut the fuck up. Yeah, save a seat for me. I'll be there in just a minute. Okay.
Kind of nods, gives you a kiss, and she'll head upstairs and that sort of thing.
Okay.
So yeah, who do we want to start with? Do we want to start with Trinix talking to the? Let's start with Cachette and Lucky. We got that ball rolling already.
Cachette.
Yeah, he's sitting way in his seat.
I never did get the opportunity to thank you for what you did.
Okay, that does visibly surprise Cachet's like, thank me for...
Yes, for saving my life. She says, getting up out of her chair with the cane. I'm still here. Still in mostly one piece, she says, waving the prosthetic around.
He just gets real quiet and rubs at his forehead. If only he'd listened.
I invite you to come to this wake. I've made sure that a lot of Connor's old friends know about this. They're going to be there. I think you would be interested in what they have to say.
Hopefully no one's out looking for revenge, but...
No.
It would only be right.
Look. At the end of the day... Remind me what Meganol means.
It means shield in Hebrew.
And that's exactly what you were. You know, my mother used to tell me stories of the golem. A protector. And that's exactly what you were. You saved a lot of lives. Do you really think Connor would have stopped with me in that moment?
Not if it really was a moment of cyberpsychosis. He would have... At that point, the cyberware would have taken over. Who knows what he would have done?
Correct. So again, I thank you. Not just for me, but for everyone else there. For Scav.
Yeah, it just reminds me of one thing with you mentioning the golem. Is what happens if you don't remove the word of life from its forehead.
That is?
A golem that lives too long turns on its creator.
You know, I never tell you I was half Jewish. Am half Jewish.
Well, I was about to say, it's not like you can really change that.
True. I want to try and reconnect with I have a lot of questions. And I know that if anyone can answer it, they can. I'd like to maybe take some time to reconnect with some people there. I'd like your help doing that.
Of course. I mean, I only have so much sway, but I'll do what I can to help.
Nobody important, just people that have been around.
Oh, I know someone who's been around the block so many times. I think that well, you know how they say that there's always so little tread on the tires? I don't even think the tires are there anymore.
You're talking about Beppy.
Clacks his fucking metal hand scares like, someone else who calls him Beppy. I do it all the time, but he always gets so mad.
Okay. Alright, I think I need to go and talk with Trinix, see what all this is about. I'll see you up there.
Well, sounds like there might be a Nicola. Nicola, is that the fucking brand?
Yeah, right.
Well, that's what it is in 2077.
No,
I don't know if that's
yeah.
a thing
I mean,
in this.
sure, why not?
There's a Nicola next to a Long Island iced tea and some cheap beer that I think I have to have. But
good.
Thank you for this. It's been a hard time since it happened.
Hey, Cachette.
Mm-hmm.
Are you a very huggy person?
I don't know. Cachette's never really been super physical with anyone. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Is
Cachette is gonna get a hug.
Aww.
It's probably one of those stunned for a moment, then hugs back. It's a little too tight, and he's like, "Oh, I don't really have pressure sensors in these. Do you know how long it took to figure out how to build things with these without just breaking everything?"
I'm sure quite a while. But that's why you're good at what you do.
I've had these since I was 5. Of course I'm good with them. Well, not these ones. They're smaller before.
Probably saying that as we're walking.
Yeah, door opens and he's like explaining, "Oh, this is how I blew off my arms."
Yeah.
My dad owned a mega building, and I got into one of the electrical rooms, and being a dumb little kid, I didn't know how electricity works. Grabbed a hold of something. Next thing I know, I'm waking up in the hospital, and I have no arms.
What a classic.
Okay. So,
classic story. Hear it all the time.
And yeah, I think you two. So you're going to the office to talk to Trinix with them?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So not Cachette.
I was gonna say no, because Cachette's just going to hang out at the bar with
Lucky
the barflies.
Because she might be able to help. I don't know.
Okay. So yeah, you Cachette, you head right. Lucky, you head left. You end up in the office, and I have a feeling that the reason it has taken so long for Trinix to get to the point is I am sure he is regaling everybody with fascinating details about surgery, or something like that.
Yeah, and new friends and all kinds of random things. Like, if we do this to her spine, she could be just fine. And, well, no, we can't go that way. But
and
if
probably,
we do this,
And probably at this point, Lucky walks in.
Yeah.
Oh, hey. Hey.
Yeah, she sits down and says, "So where are we at?"
Oh, we're just talking about your bag suit.
Yeah, and different random new friends I made, and you know them. So
friends.
we had this conversation before. But I don't know if it was you or if it was the other one.
She says, Hold on, did I put this in the black box? Let's see here. I feel like I did. It's just somewhere. You're talking about
tinfoil hat dude.
Chase.
Yes.
Oh.
You met up with him?
Actually, yeah, I got to see him.
And how by the way, because at the very least, Cash, you are so up in suzerain shit all the time in a good way that you definitely know the name Chase as Suzerain's boyfriend. Did you know? You probably did not know that he was Tinfoil Hat Boy, or did you? Did you put those dots together?
I don't. I don't know if I would have put those dots together. I'm so 50-50 about it. Like, I don't want to meta, but also I kind of do. I don't know. Let's say I was getting that direction, and it was like everything sort of clicked. When it all today. Yeah. Like right now. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh. Well, yeah. Oh, you mean? Oh, I know Chase. I mean, I don't know Chase, but I've heard.
Yeah, remember my bodyguard dude?
Rainier?
Yeah. Yeah, Rainier. Rainier was dead.
Oh.
Why? Where is Rainier?
I don't know. Well, that's what Chase said the other day when I met with him and his little group of people. Is that so they're saying that Rainier is probably dead by now. Because he got in trouble for showing me stuff.
Did Chem ever reach out to me?
Oh shit, you sent that message, didn't you? Mm-hmm. We will address that next session.
So, who is Chase and who is Rainier?
Okay, so
Scissorin's boyfriend.
Yes, from what I've heard, he's an absolute fucking delight. She loves the shit out of him. Like, I'm kind of excited. Is he? Oh, that's good.
We came into a private room to talk about Suzerain's boyfriend.
That is because...
Okay, so... Because
yes, go ahead.
Archie hired... Well, the bodyguard dude hired me to get him so that he could know where he's at, and then the bodyguard dude would do something, probably kill him. So I'm going against him, so maybe I'll die. I don't know.
But you're gonna be safe here, probably, unless the Dutchmen get infiltrated again, which sucks. Whatever, life is short. But
Aggie.
So what is special about this boyfriend that needs to kill?
Rainier is the tinfoil hat.
He's hiding.
Rainier's
He's in hiding.
Bodyguard.
He was the one who saved Trinix and Suzerain from the operator.
Suzerain.
Talking about Chase.
When we were in the street. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, that's cool.
Suzerain is dating the guy that showed up and lifted an entire car and threw it into the operator.
Oh, no. He didn't throw a car into the operator. He just told the operator to fuck off, and the operator left.
Okay, that's right.
And the operator fucked off.
So
Suzerain through the car
is dating the guy that just told the operator to leave, and he did. And this is just coming to light now?
I do have a question.
I have one as well. Go ahead.
Were they dating before he told the operator to fuck off or after?
No.
So that's how they met?
Yes.
I fucking love that. Okay, that's all I want.
I have a question. You said friends. What other friends?
Well, he's got a whole group of people around him, and
They
like, I don't know. Did I take my watch? I think I left that watch down there. Oh yeah, that we're supposed to point them in that direction, and they're gonna relocate.
Wait,
I forgot I left my watch there.
watch. What watch?
Oh, Rainier gave me a watch. So it has a tracking thing in it.
And you left it there?
Yes, that's part of the plan. So that if the people in that area that my brain is completely forgetting ever track that down to come get me, they will think that Chase is there and I'm there. They'll go there and blow it up, and then Chase is already relocating to somewhere else.
He has people working with him. Are they also psychics?
Okay, so they were actually part of the project where they got
that's
brain messed up, I think.
That's there was nothing that indicated that, is what I'll say.
I know, but that's what my brain.
Sure. Okay.
Drenix's brain is assuming that they were all part of that project thing. He doesn't have facts about that.
There's a group of psionics then?
I don't know if they're psionic. What's psionic? Like reading people's minds? Probably. I don't know.
I'm trying my best. I'm trying so hard to help Trinix. I can't ask anything more than that.
I'm out of character. Wasn't there in the black box mention of the tinfoil hat boy and how something needed to happen and Lucky was supposed to get rid of them?
I didn't see anything.
I honestly did not find anything involving...
Yeah, me either.
Okay. I just could have swore that there was for some reason I was like, keep tinfoil hat boy away from Lucky. Murder Lucky to save tinfoil hat boy. That's what my brain went. So
because
it
if
was,
Sam were
right?
still around, that would be a good idea, actually.
Well, no, I don't want to do it now, but I could have swore that I read something in the black box about it.
We have an employee dating someone who is being treated as almost a god by a bunch of people that follow him because he told the operator to fuck off, and he did.
Wait, what do you mean by treating as a god?
I don't know. He has a bunch of followers or friends.
Are these friends or followers?
I have no idea.
Looking at Trinix.
Why did I come back?
To be fair, I've got a bunch of followers. Yeah, shit happens, You do stupid shit.
I'm guessing Chase was like, hey, we're going to do this. And they were like, okay. So they became friends. And then they were like, oh, he's pretty smart. Let's follow him.
Okay, follow-up question. Are these willing followers?
Like, they get to choose if they want to help Chase or not? Yeah.
Well, I mean, if he told the operator to fuck off and the operator fucked off, what's to stop him from saying, hey, serve me, and then they serve him?
Yeah, that was a fair question. I mean,
I don't see him as that type of person, though. He seems kind of nice.
Oh my god, the person he attempted to literally force you to do something, and
yeah.
To be fair,
he could have shot me in the face when I was in his base when I went there with Suzerain. He could have just pulled out a gun and shot my face off.
Yeah, Suzerain speaks very highly of him whenever she talks about him. So, I mean, I don't know, maybe.
Do you have a way to stop this kind of weird ability to tell people what to do?
Apparently tinfoil.
God, I'm going to be wearing a tinfoil hat.
I mean, maybe we could make it stylish. I don't know.
It's already on Scene's mind. How can I make a hat lined with tinfoil look natural?
Yeah.
Let me help you. We'll do it together.
You could put another hat over it. It's cooler.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, two hat gang.
So
You hacking.
one of our most quiet
we
and
forgot
youngest
to remind
members.
Mira to roll for.
Oh shit! For Dr. Galt, we'll do Galt next session.
Yeah.
So one of our quiet, most peaceful members, who has kept to himself since the beginning, since he joined us, is now waist deep in Artis and waist deep in a mind controlling crazy man.
According to the notes.
Yeah, that's just how my family operates. We get waist deep in things.
According to the notes, the reason for this was for Hank. But I remind you, Hank is still in a coma.
That one dude was like, "Oh, he could send resources if I gave him tinfoil hat to get Hank up." That was the whole deal.
That's where I thought don't tell Lucky about the fucking
out of
tinfoil hat
character.
boy.
That reminds me of something I must have forgotten. Did you ever do that P2P, Cash?
Not the second one.
No, not the second one.
So we need
to
capture
the whole Sam thing. Fucked everything up there. Okay.
A little bit, yeah.
So we need to capture Tinfoil Hat Man, turn him over, and we get Hank back.
I don't like that at all.
I turned that down. I turned that proposal down because I'm not going to betray my friends.
So Hacker Hank's still there, waiting and periodically tapping out PT.
Yeah. Yes.
In Morse code.
You are accurate.
EKG. Okay.
Oh, poor Hank. I feel so bad, but no.
Look,
like
there's
he can just
so
wait
many
a little
things
longer.
that we just haven't had time to do.
True.
It's okay.
True.
You know what? One day I'll talk to Trixie and be like, "Let me do it again," and maybe I can do it again.
Not to step on the foot of young love, but I would think that someone as dangerous as, in air quote, like fingers in the air, Tinfoil Hat Man would be a good trade-off to get him off the streets and trade off for Hank.
His name's Chase, and he knows how to hide. He's been doing it for a while.
But we have a way to go right to him.
I know I said I was letting you two make decisions.
Well, hold on. I got you. I'm on it. I got you. I love Suzerain. She is now my child. Okay. I have adopted this little bitch. She's my favorite. And I cannot, in good conscience, give up her boyfriend, who she speaks very highly of and likes very much. If I do, she will either murder me in my sleep or just disown me as a human. So
and if she breaks up with him or he breaks up with her,
then yeah, no, he's fair game. That's fine. But no, in the moment, I'm gonna respect my kid.
Okay,
and my sister.
Alternatively, we recruit him and use him to help delve into
Lucky stands
what's that?
Say what?
Diagnostics.
Hold
place?
on.
Lucky stands up. I have a wake to go to. I'm not gonna sit around and listen to you guys talk about willingly give someone to them.
I'm not giving anybody to anyone.
Oh, Scene went onto the track of, okay, we get him on our side and use him to get into Artis or what's that? It's diagnostics?
Anodyne.
Zenith Diagnostics?
Oh, Zenith Diagnostics.
Yeah, we use him to get us into
I've been
Zenith.
thinking about this since I woke up, that maybe there was a mistake of some sort. I guess I just don't remember the two of you the way... I guess things have changed, and you people aren't what I thought you were.
I'm sorry.
She's gonna leave.
Before I'm not letting you fucking leave yet. You're not leaving. Like, I don't know who you think that I was, but I'm actively advocating to keep another person alive and safe. So
yes, just as long as they happen to be Suzerain's boyfriend.
Because I love Suzerain, and if she gets upset and is like,
as soon as
listen, I don't have any ties to this little boy. Okay? Like, the only thing I know is that my kid likes him a whole lot. And I expect this to continue for a while. And as long as she is happy, I am going to do everything in my power to make sure that she stays happy. All right. The minute that she decides that she's no longer happy with this person, then it's not my problem what happens to this person. But until that time comes, that person is now in my care as well. So let's
The
just
fact
hope
that
that
you
But
can't
Susan
see
it's
how
stays
still
fucked
a
up that
human life.
is.
It's
Yeah.
still a human life,
I'm
though.
not saying do
Regardless of
anything
the
about it.
It's not.
I don't understand how I just became the bad guy here.
Okay,
This is fucking
so
stupid.
So,
can I?
Hold
okay,
on,
out of
hold on,
character,
deep
I
breath.
wasn't even talking about you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
okay. Deep breath.
I
Here's
wasn't
what
even
happened.
talking about you.
Just to let you know, Cash. Just to let you know, Amy. Cash did just say, as soon as. So what if he breaks up with Suzerain? Oh, then that's fine. He's fair game.
It's
Yeah.
true. And
Which
I
is
do
a
agree
pretty
with that.
fucked up thing to say.
That is a
Yeah.
fucked up thing to say.
Objectively fucked up that you're sending a 14-year-old to a camp that basically raised him to be a monster and then he broke out of.
So
I'm
by
sorry. I drank a whole lot. So,
So,
maybe
so,
I shouldn't
so
have
by
said-
the way,
You're good.
Are you physically keeping Lucky from leaving?
Well, I guess not now because now I feel bad. Maybe I was, and then I'll step out of the way. Like, my bad, whatever.
And you see
Yeah,
tears
once-
in her eyes behind those
Aw.
sunglasses.
Yeah.
Aw.
As
Once
she
Lucky's out of the room,
leaves.
Yeah.
Scene's gonna sigh and be like, "All right, then fine. Then the thing we're gonna have to do is we need to have a talk with him. Best case scenario, we can learn at least any kind of weakness into getting into Artis, getting into Zenith, and then we get our friend in there, and she just wreaks havoc and gets whatever information she wants. But we gotta get. I don't
My
trust the fact that. Yeah.
Okay.
I will say, scene kind of like gestured towards you.
Mhm.
My problem is I don't trust the fact that there's someone who can just order people to do what they want and has a bunch of followers. It seems culty. I don't do cults.
Mm. Yeah.
Good luck finding them then.
We have Suzerain.
Damn. That was hold on. That was cold as fuck.
It was good.
That was
It was real
good.
good.
Well, what Scene was essentially saying is, okay, we won't use him, but we need to talk to him to get information. If
And
you make
that was
it
still super badass.
I'm still going with good luck finding him. He's
I
been
mean-
hiding for a very long time.
I'm not going to turn this kid in for anything. Like, that's not my jam. Honestly, it's not my business. I got enough shit going on right now.
I'll promise we won't do that.
Yeah.
I'm outnumbered, and honestly, it's not really the top priority, but Hank's been under for a long time.
Last time I talked to him, Hank was fine. He was pissed, but
Hank,
he's fine.
Wait, was Scene there for that out of
No.
character?
Scene
Yeah,
wasn't there for
so-
Scene.
was.
Oh wait, yeah, Scene was because you
that's
pointed
right.
at the
Yeah,
crossbow.
Yep. Yeah, and let's not do that again.
Oh, speaking of, he's been asking to do that again. So I was kind of thinking I might, but I got to talk to Trixie about
A
it.
chair just flies towards a wall as like Scene just kicks it. Like, the fuck?
I just painted these walls. Listen, this is a brand new office. Like, I don't need holes in the walls. God.
You are wanting to do it again?
It's not so much that I want to. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. It sounds like it would be fun.
We had a
more like-
plan to where it'd be less invasive. We'd do a bunch of medical stuff to make it where it wasn't so painfully objective to her or him. And we actually had a plan set out for that. So just
right, like an ice bath and everything. I just have to convince Trixie that I can do it and probably not die. Like,
how long would preparations take?
It's a great question for Trinix.
It'd be like a day.
Yeah, I was seeing
because you guys don't necessarily.
Okay.
You gotta. Well, I listen. It might take a day to prepare physically, but I have to convince my fucking wife to let me do this shit.
We will approach this after. We will approach this after the mission.
Points for a Borat.
Right.
I need you on top of it.
I still have to fix her back because she's not as effective without a good back.
Oh, I mean, we'll focus on the P2P after this mission. The Lucky's back or Marcine's back is a whole nother thing that we can handle separately.
I'm gonna do it this week while you guys do all your little things. I'm just going there to heal.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I
That
would
be
like a moment to sit down with this Chase. It can be wherever he wants. I just want to dig his brain for any information we can to get into Zenith. We won't capture him.
Sitting with him.
We won't do anything to him.
No.
I just want the information.
Yeah, no. And like, just to be like clear, the only reason why I wouldn't give a shit about this kid is if he hurt my kid. Like, that's it. Like, to be fair, like Lucky may not have gotten the full picture, but like, don't hurt my kid.
No, that's exactly the thing. And basically, she's saying, no. Even if he is a piece of shit,
it's still another
leave him to Artis.
life. It's still another human life.
Yeah,
as a doctor, it's another human life.
Yeah, that's why Scene's backing down from the. Okay, we'll turn him in. No, it's just
gonna
be
no,
I want to talk.
Yeah, no, I don't actually want to turn him in. I wouldn't want to turn him in. It's more like whatever his future holds is on him. Like Cash is not going to have any bearing on it whatsoever.
No, okay, yeah.
Once upon a time,
she's got more invested because she cares about Suzerain. Right. But if something happens and they're not together anymore, Cash is no longer invested. She's not going to actively be like, fuck this kid. It's going to be more like,
we get it. Yeah.
No. I understand where you're
especially out of game,
Right.
Lucky, let's be honest. Once upon a time, Lucky would have been the first person to not say out loud captured, but basically go, I just want to talk to him. Oh no, look like somebody got captured. Oh no.
Right.
How did that happen?
Right. No.
Lucky is not upset at you because she thinks that you want to turn him in. She's upset with you because you don't care.
I care currently, but it is
but currently is such a contingent.
Right.
And for her, the fact that strings have to be attached for you to care is what she's mad about.
Yeah, that's fair. But I mean, also now, like, in real life, being somebody's parent, I would absolutely be that way in real life. Like,
you're not necessarily wrong.
I would point out for Scene doesn't know anything about this kid other than the fact that he was able to control the operator and that Zenith wants him. Scene doesn't know anything about Zenith. Scene has had no information about the terrors that go on there other than, it's just some research facility that wants this kid. Yeah. Okay, let's turn him in. Scene doesn't know they're a terrible organization.
We should fucking
Scene knows they sent the operator, or they built the operator.
But I mean, we had Suya, so I mean, are we different? Are we different?
Brian chuckles in the background. Has Cash told Scene about the control chip, the personality control chip that
that is also
wants?
a Zenith thing,
because that's also Zenith.
Yeah, I mean, how much time has passed since the wedding?
Since the wedding, it was like a couple weeks, or almost a couple weeks.
We probably would have talked about it then. Like, there are things about Zenith we would have discussed and was like, here's some shit that's going on, because there would be time for us to sit down and talk outside of like game time.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we can
assume that Scene has been brought up to speed.
Right. You're caught up. You're good.
No, you're good. You're good.
Changed a little bit, but that's fine. It still would have been like this kid is probably mind controlling because
a problem.
If you can tell the operator, who was essentially a robot without a mind. It was decentralized, and it listened. That's a problem.
That, or maybe they're just a fuckable piece of meat.
That goes beyond just simple. Ooh, your neurons are under my control. This thing was a decentralized nervous system.
Well, that doesn't mean it can't think.
Right.
That was more to prevent it from getting shot in the head and then instantly dying.
Yeah. It's still like, that's a pretty.
It's still fucky wucky.
It is fucky wucky. Yeah. But yeah, I think that. No. Yeah. Sorry.
We're all saying the same thing at the end, but for different
reasons. Which is, we hate kids. No.
Yes.
No.
Fuck yes. Finally, someone brave enough to say the courageous things on this fucking channel.
No. Let's be honest. I hate everyone else's kids. That's
get dumpstered, kid.
Oh, shit.
Oh yeah.
But I
don't hate anybody's kids. Okay.
I think that from this scene, we actually could cut to kind of the final set piece of the night. We've got upstairs, all of the chairs have been rearranged in different areas, right? There's 2 areas. There's the memorial room, which is partially spilling out and is well attended. There is probably 60 to 70 people here, most of them vices. There's a couple members of family and that sort of thing. And they're all there. And then there's the Connor reception party, which has 4 people at it. Counting Meza. So, you've got that kind of going on. And, probably Pierre is working the Connor party. And then you've got Chocolat, who is attending to, and actually kind of emceeing in a way, what's her name? I literally just said Lisa. The Lisa Wake. Yeah. The bar is interesting. It's kind of divided. There's a very large well. Lucky you would know that Zween Shemaya has specifically told anyone coming here, hey, that other wake, you don't mess with it. Don't do anything with it. Like, that sort of thing. Mm-hmm. The details about everything that went down are probably pretty fuzzy with anyone anyway, but it's pretty specifically, hey, these are 2 separate events, Mm-hmm. I guess my first question is, who's at Connor's wake and who is at Lisa's wake?
Connor's wake.
Connor's for now, but we'll probably go to Lisa's at least enough to be like, he didn't really know Lisa, but it's still a person that died that he worked with. And he's going to show proper respect for that.
Sure, I see Lisa from Cash there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What were you going to say, Connor?
I'll make sure Pierre puts down a glass of Connor's favorite, just at an empty seat.
Absolutely.
The runner classic. Fuck, now we got to make a Connor drink.
Oh, the Connor drink is literally just a very, very classy scotch, straight up.
On the rocks?
Neat.
Good question. No? Neat?
No, it would be neat.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Definitely neat.
Yeah, it's
Connor
a Scotsman, all right.
Connor was anything but on the rocks.
Right?
Until I shot him a whole bunch.
I think serum it, Jesus.
Then he became cheese.
That's true. That's true.
Then it was full of rocks.
Oh, man. But, so for Connor's wake, I think that we'll start there. And we have, over at Connor's wake, there are 3 people that you guys don't recognize. There is a woman who, she's young. She is not a vice, but she's clearly a working girl. But she's also got a gun attached, or at least a holster. She left her gun at coat check, of course. There is a there's a woman who is a little younger than Connor, who is in military fatigues, but very nice ones, like the dress fatigues.
A BDU.
And say what? BDU.
BDU.
Yeah. And she's throwing him back like a motherfucker. And then there's a guy who was Connor's age, and he looks like almost a spitting image of Connor, in at least the way that he dresses and the way that he grooms himself. Like, he's got like the beard, he's completely bald, but he is sitting there kind of staring there, at his glass, and they're kind of lightly chatting to each other. And Payne Dexter, you come up to the bar, followed quickly by Serum, and both of you sit down, and probably the young woman looks over at you and kind of gives you a small smile and takes a drink.
Yep, I'll salute with a drink and drink my own.
Yeah. And they're kind of talking about the bald guy is like, yeah, and that's the most insane part about it. I fired a shot right over his shoulder. It nearly nicked his ear. Didn't flinch, right? Nothing. Didn't say a single damn thing. And then we go an entire 3-day walk, right? 3 whole days of patrolling in these fucking wastelands. And it's cold. It's cold. And, Connor and I, we weren't much of talking at that point, right? But I kept thinking about that shot I was right by his head, right? Total fucking rookie mistake. We finally get out, and I give Connor his debriefing, and he says, appreciate that. Are we finally off mission? And I say yes. And you know what this fucker does? Smacks me right in the fucking nose. That's just, the thing is, he fucking knew I fucked up. I fucked up. I knew I fucked up. Everyone in the unit knew I fucked up. He fucking called me on it. That's what it fucking was. And, there's like a light chuckle as he kind of throws his drink back, and Pierre immediately refills it. Kind of goes, old bastard. And probably it's about this time, Cachette, you walk in and you see these 2 parties. What do you do?
He'll go up to the bar, face the bagpipes.
Yeah. And as you approach, the kind of older woman kind of eyes you as you approach, and it's hard to read. Some of these mercs, you've seen it before, but you've never been right on this this end of the stair. You know what I mean? Maybe a couple stairs that were, fuck you, I'm pretty sure you sold guns to those other guys, but not this kind of stair. And you get up and Pierre goes, cola, my friend?
And he'll nod.
Kind of pours
Take
it
a
out.
seat, probably next to either Serum or Payne. Someone in our group.
Yeah, and probably you keep getting that look from that older woman, and she kind of pauses for a second. She'll hammer back another drink, and she'll go, are you the one that they told us about?
Deep sigh, slowly nods.
Kind of goes, Was it quick?
Quick as it could be.
Impressive thing you done. We heard a little bit about it. Very, very brave. Kind of raises her glass towards you.
Oh, he's definitely a little surprised by that.
Kind of, she'll take her drink and she'll go, I hear you make weapons. Some of the finest. Probably sold to me at some point. Not me, but my unit. Maybe even Connor's unit. We shared unit.
Possibly. I've sold in every major conflict zone in the world at least once.
Were you in North Africa around 2031?
Or 2031. Okay,
or
for a second I thought
2029, sorry.
I thought we were in 2077.
Yeah.
I was like, man, he wasn't even born yet, but
No, We'll say 2029.
2029. So that was 7 years ago?
We're
No,
2030.
2033?
We're 2033.
Yeah, because I know we're before 2035. Or
Yeah,
no,
we're 2030.
We're before 2036.
We are
2033.
Yes.
Sorry,
You're
audience.
good. You're good.
Brain.
You're good. It's been a challenge for me to keep track of because I'm bad with dates in real life. So
it's been one of those days.
He's
like,
updated every session.
Thank you.
Yes, I believe then I was mostly selling artillery shells and small arms.
Artillery. Well, for the moment, we were with a White Wolf subcon, Green Dragon unit. I believe we might have bought artillery.
M177s?
She kind of smiles and goes, the very same. Bagged 3 tanks with them. Good work. Good product.
If only I could fit one of those on the Meghana.
I've heard of the toy.
It's more than a toy. It's a dangerous thing. It's what I don't think anything less than that could have.
It gets real quiet for a second. It's like, well, with Connor.
And you hear from the end of the bar, he goes, yeah, with Connor. There's the thing. He was a tough bastard. But if you had given him and me both a revolver and 60 paces, I tell you what, his ass would have been grass faster. And there's like a slight chuckle. And the young woman looks like mortified. She's like, what the fuck? And the older woman kind of bumps her on the shoulder and goes, hey, lighten up. Connor would not want us to be moping. In fact, Connor would probably want us all dead. He probably would have wanted to outlive us. And she kind of like looks and kind of chuckles a little bit and goes, she's like, yeah, I only knew him for a little bit. He actually rented the room next to mine.
It's interesting how many people he knew outside of fighting and war and things like that. That's how you know you have a good solo, is they're willing to talk to people, willing to be people. I just wish he could have kept doing that.
Probably goes, don't shed a tear. Listen, Connor died the way that he would have wanted to die. He died fighting. Doesn't matter who, doesn't matter why, doesn't matter when. Thing about us old dogs, we die fighting because we don't want to die pissing ourselves.
Go out. Bet what is it that the edge runners always say?
Some fucking cliche. Fuck it, drink instead. And he fucking throws back his drink.
I mean, he'll throw back his, but that's not really an accomplishment.
Yeah.
Soda's pain.
Yeah.
The soda pains, man.
Oh,
damn.
So
can't even
does
get
pain. The soda pains. Jesus Christ.
Can't even get a good soda in this town anymore.
Can't even drink a soda without being washed in this town. No. Yeah, and probably
damn way to go. I
probably
should know.
The young woman actually looks at Payne and goes, he mentioned you. I mean, I'm not gonna say it was it was competitive.
Yeah, and probably he won out because he's a lot more competitive than I am. He was.
Kind of. Rowan, you can't just laugh at that.
I don't know why it was just he was.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're good. And I think that probably Pierre goes, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to propose a toast. And he says, for the abstaining, it is okay. and he'll actually pour out a glass, and he'll pour out several glasses, and he'll hold up this bottle that's nearly empty. And he says, "This was the bottle that he had me custom order anytime he ran out. This bottle is one that, even though he always paid me for, I decided I would not take the money. So, in response to that," and he takes out an Ed stick and sets it, "whoever feels that they deserve this, just as they deserve this fine scotch, it is yours." Connor was a man of principle, at the very least, and I can respect that. And he'll slide everyone's glasses towards them and say, "To Connor."
You know what? Cachette will drink to this one for Connor.
Hell yeah.
I was just waiting for someone to say, "Well, fuck him. I'm taking this."
Mine.
Yeah. And I think that if no one takes the opportunity to take the money, I think the young woman is going to like hesitantly reach forward and kind of pull it back, and there'll be nods across, and he'll go, you'll hear the older gentleman go, "Keep that. From what I understand, if Connor was talking to someone like you, it's at least a protege situation. Otherwise, I don't want to think about it too much, lass." And he kind of takes another drink, and she kind of sheepishly grins, and she'll put the money in her purse. Yes.
Is that Connor's girlfriend? Is that his like side chick?
Mira's missing out on the "for our child."
No.
In front of Cachette.
No. Connor grew up in a nuclear wasteland. I'm worried what that child would be like.
It would.
You
Have
know what it would
eyes.
come out saying, right?
Yeah. What?
Start the reactor.
Start the reactor, Quaid.
Well, no, it'll be coming out of the belly, going, "Hello, my baby. Hello, my heart."
I think I'll have the salad.
And I think probably at this point, the guy at the end, he reaches his hand out and he goes, "Hey, meat mincer," and kind of holds out his hand with a grin. He goes, "Slaughterfield, Jason Slaughterfield. I used to be his commanding officer."
Name.
Yeah, and he'll reach out his hand to shake your hand, and he'll shake your hand as well, Payne, and Serums.
Cachette will shake his hand and just say, "Cachette, IDF."
IDF, tough motherfuckers. Listen, and he flashes you deets, and he goes, "I'm gonna be in the city for say a month or so. I've got some loose ends to tie up in this fucking shithole. So if you happen to need any work done, I'll work still." Kinda.
Need any guns or ammunition? I'm still working.
Oh, absolutely.
Might need your help if you're willing to kill Nazis for a charitable cause.
Oh, fuck Nazis. I'll give you a discount. Not a big one. I'll still work for me bread. But I'll fuck up a Nazi. Listen, you want to know how much I'll fuck up a Nazi? And like maybe we cut there as he starts just fucking going off or whatever.
Good. Fuck Nazis, my man.
And we will cut to the Lisa wake. So everyone else went to the Lisa wake, right?
Lucky, like I
First.
put in, would float between both.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, she's there.
Cash is there, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So is Trixie.
Mm-hmm.
And you know who else is there? The Zween.
Yeah.
And Z's gonna go up and step up, and it's in the memorial room, right? The one that has the TV and all that good stuff, that has all of the names, and it's got the wall, all that. This little area over here, and she's kind of standing in front of this this holo display, and she's like, "The thing about Lisa is that I didn't know her very well. The main reason I'm here is because when one of us falls down, every last one of us falls down. And if one of us falls down too hard, well, then every last one of us tries to pick up the pieces. It's never good whenever somebody passes this way, and we offer a full condolence. Anyone who knew Lisa, they can have a few words. I think that I've had my words. And I think that, and she's going to set down in the memorabilia area, she's actually going to set down what looks like a slip, like a dress, and kind of like set it down on the counter of the room and say, it's never a good day. And they'll walk off from the podium. Yes, Cash.
Cash will get up.
Okay.
And go say a thing.
Uh-huh.
And it's going to be super sweet, but I'm not going to do it right now because I don't want to we talked about this. I'm not going to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
But, it's really sweet and it's really kind and it's really endearing and, it's awful, but whatever. And she is going to set down their handwritten vows, her and Trixie's vows that she had given to Lisa, which Lisa had probably given them back after the wedding.
Yeah.
And she's going to set them down on the table and walk away. We'll sit back at her chair. Yeah. So that's what Cash does.
I think Trixie will go up as well, and she'll go, Lisa was a good person. And I know that that's like a bullshit general term, but genuinely, she cared about people. When I first met her, well, I remember that there was she was still recovering from the loss of a friend of hers. So I met her in a very vulnerable time, and even through that, we bonded. And I just think that it's important for everyone to remember, not Lisa attached to Tartarus, not Lisa attached to the Dread Pirates, not Lisa attached to anything that's happened, but Lisa as herself, not as a vice, not as a waitress, but as a person. She was a good one. She'll kind of, step down and that sort of thing. And yeah, there's a few speeches that happen. Do any other players give a speech about it? I'm sure that Scene has a great speech, because Scene is a very empathetic person.
Yeah, it's something.
Yeah.
I'm not able to come up with a good one.
Uh-huh.
It is heartfelt. It's essentially
sure.
She was a great person. She treated everyone with kindness. She performed everything she was asked to do and more.
Right.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Are we in the memorial room?
Yeah.
Or which one of these is in the memorial room? Because it sounds like
that would be
is out
Lisa.
At the bar. Okay.
Yeah, that would be Lisa.
Is the tenant wall different?
Yes, the tenant wall is different. The tenant wall actually has all of the tenants, but it crosses off. What does it do again? Because there is one that is spray painted over "Don't be lucky."
I don't remember.
There is. It is cut off. Be it's take off. Be badass. Scratch out. Be badass and put never be lucky.
Aw. Can't have both.
Can we also add one that is actually wear a helmet? Can we just...
I'm sure that is written somewhere in the room.
Checklists are written in blood. That's...
Yep. Yep. Yes. But, I think that seeing your speech goes over well.
Yeah, it ends with Scene looking to the memorial and that never be lucky. And we'll end with, in the end, she got lucky.
Huh.
She went out quickly, painlessly, and it sucks.
Yeah. And I think that Lisa's memorial kind of goes by the rest kind of quietly. And again, the bar is booked 4 hours for these memorials. The 2 hours was to get caught up on everything, you know. And I think as these memorials happen, we have one more thing that happens, right? And that is Cash and Scene. Both of you on your phones, on your agents, get a message from a restricted number. And it says, back alley, 5 minutes, urgent discussion. Signed, V. Not V as in 2077.
Mm-hmm.
V, the character.
Well, that got really complicated really quick.
Are we in the same room together right now?
Yeah, I'm sure you are.
Okay, I'm just gonna be like, do you know V?
And Cash, I think you would probably know who this is.
I know who it is. I'm just trying to be facetious.
I mean, it's V. Scene puts it together. It's on his own terms where we can't have set a trap.
I don't want to talk to this person at the club. I don't want to talk to this person at the club. But it's
I'll go
whatever.
alone.
No, I'll go with you. It just
I'll go with you.
I'll go with you. I'll go. All right.
Okay. And you guys are going to go and check it out?
Yeah.
Okay. Both of you step outside. And before you, you see the man who you have done your research and found out is named Varric. Varric is a, medium-sized guy. He's got a huge goddamn rifle on his back. He's actually sitting by a dumpster as you guys come out, and he just kind of waves you over, right? Says, need to talk.
Yeah, right?
And yeah, you guys approach, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Yeah. And his clothes...
You're like, yeah, right?
Yeah, and his clothes are like military standard high-tech ass shit, right? That invisibility cloak he's got, that dispersion cloak he's got, he's wearing it. And he says, wait, biometrics, fingerprint, both of you. And like holds out a data slate.
Yeah, I'll scan it.
Yep.
You both scan it, and you see NAPD fucking like database screen across until it hits you and Scene. He goes, okay, same people.
There's an NAPD?
Same people. Yeah. Or not NAPD, I guess it'd be White Wolf. It'd be like, same people. Okay. Problems. Having lots of problems at the moment.
Like what kind of problems?
Bank account's still full. Still getting money. Problem. No Yakuza. Yakuza not talking. Still paying, not talking.
How's this a problem?
Problem because no handlers. No handlers still pay. Expectations unclear. Problem.
Do you want us to talk to the Yakuza?
And he kind of like looks at you for a second and says, need to know. You are Mark. Protect Mark.
So he's getting paid, but the last order was just to protect us?
Yeah. And he's like, weekly updates. No weekly updates anymore. No weekly updates, 3 weeks. That's 3 weeks, no weekly.
Do you want to come in for some tea? Because you seem real
too
on
exposed.
edge.
Too exposed. Side note, don't go down that alley. Fix it later. Problems. Tripwire. And you look, and because you're looking for it, you see across 2 of the alleyways, the 2 clearest sight lines to this guy, there are grenade tripwires that are set up.
Why?
Too exposed.
Do you want to meet on the roof and talk? Like this, if this is too much for you, do you want to go to the roof?
Do you not remember this is the person that did what they did to Felix?
I know who they are. God.
Yeah, Cena will
I
be
just
like,
didn't figure you'd have this much empathy for him.
I don't know how to feel.
If you're not getting orders from Yakuza, will you take orders from us until then?
He pauses and tilts his head, and you can tell that there's like a lot of fucking mental calculus going on. Because this dude's face, right? He has a wiry, shitty mustache, a wiry, shitty beard. He looks gaunt and sallow. He's like very just like, you can tell he lives desperately, even though he's got this incredible gear on and that sort of thing. And he thinks for a second, and he looks at you, and he says, Suppose now. Suppose for now, money come in, orders, weekly update, Mondays, 6 o'clock, weekly update.
All right, I'll do a weekly update with you. In the meantime, if I send you an order, let's just follow it. As long as you keep getting paid, that's the most important part.
Understood. Yakuza message, no follow order. Yakuza message, no follow order, weekly update.
Can you elaborate a little bit on that for my less intelligent brain?
He's saying if the Yakuza gives him another order, he's going to disregard your order.
Yes.
And he's going to do the Yakuza order.
Yeah.
Because they're the ones paying him.
Exactly.
Essentially.
No, that is understood.
How much are they paying him?
Understandable.
You don't know.
I'm going to ask. How much are they paying him?
Too exposed. Classified. Can't talk.
Can I ask you why you shot my friend's leg off?
He kind of looks, kind of cocks his head, says, "Oh, cat person?
Mm-hmm.
Job, just good business. Lure out more, take out more. Easy mark, pay by head."
Who paid? Yakuza?
No. Red Eye.
Red Eye.
Yeah, because he was on the Red Eye side.
Right.
Yeah. Easy mark, more people go. Easy, mascot. Kill, take out more. More head.
Okay. Cool. Got it. So you went from Red Eye to Yakuza, but your pay scale is confidential?
Current employer, still unknown status. Red Eye status, easily gone. Yakuza status, still here.
Are these your tripwires?
He looks at them and then looks at you and nods as if it's the most obvious thing in the world and goes, "Too exposed. Sight lines. Mine tripwires. Fix in minute."
I work with computers, okay? Like, I don't know any of this, okay? Like,
kind of like looks at you as if this is obvious information, like as if you should just know. Of course you should set up tripwires everywhere you go.
oh, bud. Are you getting enough sleep?
You know, I was expecting him to be a lot of things, but I was not expecting him to be more than soulless.
Yeah, right? He kind of pauses for a moment and he says, "Sleep fine." And then he's going to say, "Need Vantage. Figured. Phone number?" And then he just like shoots you both a phone number. And he says, "Weekly update, change phone number."
He means he's going to change his number, but he'll send us the new one every week?
Yes.
Oh, you know what? Hey, by the way, while you're here, we got a job coming up next week.
We'll shoot him a message later.
Yeah. We'll send you information.
He says, "Information, job. Job information later. Ironed out details. No incomplete plans. Too sloppy. No sightline."
Okay.
And yeah, he's going to look at you, and then he's going to say, "Fix tripwires, 13 minutes, 27 seconds." And then he is going to just leap onto the wall, and as if his hands and feet were affixed with magnets, scramble up a 4-story wall, cloaking himself about halfway up.
Oh, I'm gonna look at scene and be like, "What the fuck? What the fuck?" Yeah.
Sniper man does whatever a spider can.
And I think
it's a good job, mate.
And I think at that moment, we are going to call it for the night. All right. So everybody, first of all, give yourself 10 IP. Good session.
Ooh.
Got a lot of shit planned. Next things next. Let's get some sign-offs. Let us start with Brian. We laid one character down and brought a new one in.
Yes, I'm Brian. What a lovely week for Connor. It's so good. Wish he could have been there to talk to some of those old souls. But anyway, yeah, so now I'm playing Meza. Yeah, she's full of secrets. Not trusting of the the groundsiders, but well, they might wear on her a bit, and she might loosen up. But we gotta wait and see. You can find me on Saturdays running after the bomb if life doesn't keep throwing monkey wrenches. But hey, we're eventually going to get back to it, and we're going to have loads of fun. On Sundays, I'm trying to think, is it this Sunday coming or no? No. This Saturday is after the bomb. Tomorrow's after. Yeah. Saturday's after the bomb. So next Sunday will be Gloomfall, D&D 3.5 story set in the Underdark. And you know what? That's base. Well, sensibility and notoriety. It's this week.
We're actually gonna probably pause for a bit.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
absolutely.
Fine. But when that comes back up, I definitely will be there to cause more mayhem. Maybe another prismatic spray. Who knows?
Who knows?
And for now, that. Oh, and opposite of After Bomb is Doctor Who story.
Yes.
Which we get to play a bunch of Time Lords. It's actually kind of fun.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, okay, now that's it.
All right. Next, let us go to Computer King, the supervillain of streaming.
Yes, I'm the Computer King, the supervillain streaming, and I was playing Payne Dexter, who didn't mean to do a mutiny. Great. It's a quote I thought of. I'm like, wait a minute, that's perfect.
Yeah,
I haven't spoken to Marcine yet.
Oh, yeah.
And the last time I saw Marcine, up and around was, when she was getting gunned down. So, yep, it's gonna be fun landing on a roof. And I don't know, even if he's gonna actually land the AV up there, I think he's gonna jump out early anyway.
I fucking love that.
Because it's gonna look real good in the BD. So, on tomorrow, in Yakshas is John Howler Zulu, the super soldier with some monkey DNA who's going to drive a big monkey mech. And every other Friday, I'm in the Immortal War as a very sneaky samurai who cares less for glory than he does for honor, but only honor when it comes to doing the job, not doing the right thing. There's a difference. On Mondays, I'm in Shardverse 90210.
God.
As Lollipop, the alien who's a giant brain on a spindly body who accidentally created artificial life, which may turn into gray goo and try to take over the universe. That's all I've got right now. Who's next?
I think next we will do Skiat. Psychopathic. If you are speaking, you are muted, my friend.
He's dead, Jim.
Okay, how about now?
There we go. Perfect.
Okay, so who am I? I'm Scott. I played Trinix. I almost call myself Trinix. I'm Trinix. I played Scott. I don't know. Anyways, I just sat and listened. Everybody set up the plan. I'm there to heal people. That's it. And then all my little side things I told everybody else about. So all my secrets are on the table. Here you go. This is all I've been up to the last couple of months while you guys are doing whatever you're doing. But that's what he did. Okay, what else am I in? Saturday, after the bomb, I'm in there, and he gets blamed for people getting shot, whether he's there or not. Whatever. And then the other Saturday, the opposite Saturdays of after the bomb, I'm the GM of the Doctor Who Adventures in Time and Space. And I'm having fun with this group. These people are smart and genius and figuring it out and maneuvering around, and it's just awesome.
Hell yeah.
The following week, Sunday, is Gloomfall. The only thing I can remember about that is the sermon thing, and we need more people in the house, so I brought 16 people to come help because we don't have enough people in this little itty bitty house. Wait, we got another house, didn't we? No, we're working on getting another. I don't know. And then Monday, we come to Monday, where I got in big trouble at one point because I disobeyed military orders. And then I made Team Forearms kind of distrust each other. Yeah, I gotta repair that. Apparently, I'm bad with relationships. Wow. Anyways, still a fun game on Monday. And that's all I can remember I'm in. So, yeah, that's it.
All right, excellent. Next, let's go with Dangel Sassy McNasty.
Here's your boy, Sassy McNasty 69. He kind of playing Scene, and a little bit of Omen, and a little bit of in between banter. It was great. It was fun. Shoot Omen. You can catch me here. Let's see, today is Thursday. Tomorrow, and Yakshas, where we're gonna go into a derby. What's it called? What kind of derby was it?
Demo derby.
Demo. Thank you. Demo derby, and we're gonna punch it up. And then every other Friday, and the Immortal War is Masahiro, who finally met his nephew, right? Nephew now.
Yeah, nephew.
Oh, shush. And we're going to get my nephew to safety, either back with the family if they accept him, or we're going to get him somewhere else. We'll figure it out. We've got the most important part down. And then you can catch me on Wednesday as Gideon Sunborn, traveling with a huge contingency now. It's like so many people after we finally took care of an issue. Oh, no, first we got to deal with the cave-in. I forgot.
Cave-ins.
Cave-ins.
No C4. Not even magic C4.
Nope. And I'm a 7-foot tall fire genasi stuck in a tiny ass cramped cave. And that's me. I've got to go to the bathroom, so next person.
All right. Let's go next to Amy Geddon.
Oh, yeah. Hi, I'm Amy Geddon. Today I played Cash, and on Wednesdays I'm in Over the Horizon, where I play Lotus in the city of Lotus, which was a complete fluke. And we're taking a step back from nobility and notoriety for a little while. I got like real life has gotten in the way, unfortunately. So I as much as I love running that game, I don't have it right now to do it. So we'll come back, and we'll definitely keep you all posted for when it comes back. When it does come back, it'll be on a Tuesday, and maybe these people can finally get married, and maybe we just run a game where they get married and see what the fuck happens. I don't know. Well, I can't right now. Maybe later. And every other Friday I'm in Immortal War. Right? Yes. Where I play Izumi. She's lovely and kind of crazy. All my characters are basically me, turned up to 11, except for today because Cash was kind of dark. And that's me. That's me.
All right. Excellent. Next, let's go to Nightheart.
Hi ho, friendolos. My name is Rowan, otherwise known as Nightheart. Caught me here today playing Cachette and Narco. One's pretty cool. The other one is...
Listen, one is a crusty bus station. The other's a busty crustacean.
Oh.
No.
Eh?
No. The 4? And maybe more. Who knows? You can also catch me here tomorrow, where I will be running Yakshas, where, yes, this Friday, Demolition Derby. Come and see all of the running robots as they ram into each other. It'll be a rambunctious row for the ages. And every other Friday, you can catch me here running the Immortal War, where they found out there's some seditious conspiracies going on. Whether they act upon it or not remains to be seen. And maybe, just maybe, it'll finally be a different day. The last, 3 sessions have all taken place in one day. You guys have been kind of at it for a bit. You can also find me here on Mondays, where I am in 101 Fire Strike Shard Versus, where I play 2 characters who, one got to basically cast Judgment Bolt on a bunch of asshole fucking eye cyborg things. And also, we now know that Fable 42 was actually Fakel 42 this entire time, so that's been a Fuckle 42 for us. And you can also find me here on Wednesdays, where I play Sunel, who's going to really wish that they had invested in the C4 track of Dungeons & Dragons, because cave-ins. Hopefully we don't also run into giant Draculas. But that's it for me.
All right. Which brings us to good old Cyrus Smith.
Hey everybody, name's Cyrus Smith. Today you caught me playing Lucky here in New Amsterdam. You can also find me tomorrow in Yakshas. You can find me, I think next time would be Wednesday, where we're actually going to run Over the Horizon, where, yes, cave-ins. I think that's me.
All right, excellent. And then there is B. Hello, everybody. My name is Mira, also known as Mira Shades Gaming. Tonight, you caught me running New Amsterdam. You can also catch me on Fridays, where I am in both of the Rowan games, both as Hiroki the Himbo Samurai and as Frank the Frank. Catch me on Saturdays, where I am in After the Bomb, where I am Adam McCarthy, much to the chagrin of his own name. Catch me on Sundays, where I am in Victory Combat League this Sunday. And then also there is going to be next Sunday is Gloomfall, hopefully. I'm a big fan of Gloomfall, very excited. Catch me on Mondays for Fire Strike Shardverse funny number 69420, where nice. Thank you. I really worked hard for that one. I don't know if you could tell. But yeah, other than that, I'll just keep saying but with all that out of the way, let's get a Nozdrovya and get the hell out of here.
Nozdrovya.
Thank you.